time's come for
All
more
right.
Kingmaker, which will begin before we do the in-character reflections, as we're waiting on some asks with the sidebar between Gediscaris and Bach and Eldori. I guess
All
this
right.
counts as your in-character for a hero point as well. Yeah.
Sounds good. Buckin, if I may have a word.
Yeah.
So, our companions in here are, come from various
Not all
cultural.
of them are as noble as you.
In other words, yes, and many of them are not familiar with, some of the formalities around some of the events that are taking place. We all were hit with some bad news today, and I think a good way to lift everyone's spirits is to focus on the positive, as we are going to attempt to, legitimize our claim here. I was thinking a ceremony is in order.
Okay. What exactly did you have in mind?
Well, you seem to be very worldly. You seem to be very, well-known in these parts. Are there any... Are you aware of the types of folks that may begin to gather in these new lands once we've begun setting up any gestures around to the castle, as we complete work here and,
Well, near as I could say, it'd probably be basically everything. I imagine the soot scales are going to want to stick for as long as you'll keep them. Anything from the River Kingdoms seeking asylum, anything from the River Kingdoms that is a cat, anything from the River Kingdoms that wishes to live somewhere safer, anything from runaways from Taldor or Brevoy to perhaps the Urupsi tribes, and anything in between. I think it more depends on who you will let have citizenship in your lands and who you will not.
Well, with, given our current company, I don't think we're going to be all that picky, so long as they can maintain order and lawfulness here.
Bakken nods.
With that said, so as part of our next steps, I would like to to host a coronation ceremony of types. Nothing so elaborate as you would see in Brevoy itself, but something to give the people here a reason to celebrate, to make our claim here official. And each of the party of my cohorts that came with me, who have also suffered banishment due to what my family asked them to do, and you and everyone else who helped us today would obviously be rewarded as well. I would like to make a formal occasion of it.
Okay, fair enough. You're the boss, after all.
Very good. Well, seeing as you were once an Eldori, I'm sure you are aware of, also, well-versed on how these types of things go, and could lend a hand in organizing and getting the word out.
Sure. When are you planning on having this?
How long would you say it would take to have this fort restored to a presentable state? I am not all that knowledgeable on masonry.
Bakken takes a big sweeping look out on all of the everything that has to be built still. It's gonna be a while. Right now we have one broken tower, many broken bones. Not anytime soon, I wouldn't think. Especially given that it's myself, those three, he points at the mercenaries, and a small handful of kobolds.
Mm-hmm. Do you know of anyone we could seek out to help with this effort?
Well, I suppose you could always ask Oleg and Svetlana. There's probably more folks out here somewhere. Trappers, traders, things of that nature come through. I might advise, if the situation was a little different, or if you're feeling brave, perhaps send word back somehow to Restov. Maybe you're looking for a construction team. Technically speaking, so long as you don't show up there and then get caught, you're not breaking the, any air quotes, law.
Yes. Do you think your position there has been your position has been compromised?
I would say that's a fair assumption, yeah. I didn't leave on bad terms, but I didn't really leave on good either.
You came to deliver the notice to me, correct? You were sent by... Right, so would they be allowing your return once this notice was delivered, assuming you had not thrown in with us yet?
The letter was brought to me, both of them.
Right.
I have to assume that means someone somewhere knows I'm involved. They've linked the lot of you to working for the Aldori. They know I was once an Aldori. They know I'm out here somewhere. 1 + 1 probably makes 2.
Very good, very good. Yes, we don't want to put you at risk. It looks like we're stuck then, as I don't think it's safe to really send anyone back. We certainly wouldn't send the kobolds, and everyone in this party is compromised, so we'll have to make do with what we can find out here. All right, then. Let's table the celebration. I don't want to be bringing people to a rundown tower, after all, but we do definitely want to get this place ship-shape for the winter, so we should at least see how we can make that happen to the best of our abilities. And then perhaps in the spring, we can have this discussion again.
Works for me.
Alrighty.
Certainly in a few months we ought to be looking a little better.
Kato nods.
Okay. Should I grab everybody else?
Yeah.
And now we're done talking bad on all of you. And I think I've got to get our Taurus. Boom. Okay, and now time's come for, we realize everyone's gotten up and no one's at their computer at all, but really, we're here with Kingmaker. Thank you to all of you for your support on Patreon. We will begin the in-character reflections. Kato just did his, basically, so Kato's good. Kato's the one that says Kato next to him on OBS. And y'all are smart, y'all figured that out. But so you can put a voice to a thing, to a boop, the taxman is next.
Well, that was kind of jarring, but hello.
Hi, we're back. Give me an in-character reflection now.
I'm playing Arcturus, the tactical leader, Inquisitor. And last time we talked politics and threw a body in the water. Actually, we didn't even get that satisfaction. He took the body into the water himself. Oh, yeah, and I also learned that I was exiled from Bravoy, so that was kind of a bummer. But I'm definitely resolved with an Abadarian purpose to bring civilization to these lawless lands. So, in general, although I was disheartened to hear that I was lumped in with Cato just because I happened to be here, I'm also again, someone that believes in a fair amount of divine guidance and destiny and fates. I would probably be more emboldened by the opportunity rather than disheartened. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, good enough for me. And on we go to you again. It wasn't good enough at all. Actually, it's on Ionia. I'm starting to get these numbers memorized.
Who is it?
Say who?
Ionia? Oh, yeah, 4 is Ionia. I had it right. I had to go back and look.
Ooh, okay. I'm playing Ionia Essel, a mostly human occultist. This time I have a more or less a journal entry at this point to read for you all. In light of what happened in our last session, dearest father, I suppose the time has come for you to know why I left. Abadar gifted me with an opportunity to do his work in a great way. I've been invited to participate in the establishment of a new kingdom and to bring law and order to a chaotic land. Unfortunately, the details of my party's excursion have caught the attention of House Sertova. It pains me to inform you that my companions and myself have been exiled from Brevoy under the penalty of death. You have already suffered a great loss when Mother and Minoru disappeared 10 years ago, and it was never my intention to deepen that wound by taking your last remaining family from you as well. I do hope that with time you may join me here in my new home, where you will have a place working alongside Arcturus. When we are able, I will arrange your travel, though I fear that should anyone find out about this plan, there will be grave consequences. As such, it is imperative that you keep any contact with me secret. Burn this letter immediately after it's been read. I miss you dearly, Father. I trust that Abadar will watch over you and keep you from harm until we can be reunited. Your loving daughter, Ionia.
Aww. Wholesome. Fair enough. And
Wholesome.
somebody loves their family. Aw. Hey, speaking of people who care about their family, Senia. I'm glad somebody laughed. That one went a little funnier.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, that's not funny. Too soon.
Too soon. I play a Kelid barbarian, a Geminid invoker, hailing from the Glenbun Highlands. And yeah, based on our last session, I'm relieved that I will not be that I'm not cursed anymore with a lycanthropy affliction. Bakken has been incredibly valuable and helpful in that regard. And pleased that we've chosen a good fortified space for our new kingdom. I kind of shrugged off the whole you're not welcome in Brevo anymore kind of aspect, because I never really was part of that. These lands are more of I'm more at home here than I ever would be in Rostov or Brevoy. So for me, it's kind of I understand where I understand Cato's position and I feel for him, but for me as being in exile from a city that was never really my home is kind of whatever. So that's where I'm at, and got a new weapon.
Yes, indeedy. And I was gonna roll, but Kato already went. So Cal, take us home.
All right. So Kalira did not take the news of being banished well. She was under very different understanding of what this entire expedition was about, and the idea of being banished makes her feel like she has been had. There's something very precious and that she left behind. A few things precious that she left behind in Rostov, and the thought of never being able to have access to those things has got her in a bad state right now. But ever the well, I wouldn't say optimist. She's more of an opportunist. She sees this as a way of maybe now she has a way of maybe getting what she wants, and in a way that wasn't allowed before. In other words, she can kill people that she thought she couldn't kill before. So that's nice. And she's a barbarian of the superstitious too.
That she is. Alrighty. So as you guys head on back, basically with the road springing up, it does not take very long at all. It takes about a day in total to down and back. Not the moral of the story, the theme right now is time. Everyone is working on building the castle, but it's gonna be a while. So we can either have a big old time skip and use that time to set up exactly what we want to spend our build points on, things of that nature, or you guys can go poke around the stolen lands and time will pass.
Well,
that it takes days to hike through the forest, which is basically all you have left. Or at
Yeah, I
least
think
a large portion of it.
we skipped a few exploration things in book 1 when we came down here. I think it's safe that if we can probably come to an agreement on where we want. First of all, how do we gain more build points? Is it just time based or is it event based?
Bit of column A, bit of column B. Build
Okay.
points can be represented by trade. They also can be represented by like finding them out in the world.
Gotcha.
For example, like all the build points found from here's everything the Stag Lord has stolen. Now it's yours.
Okay. My thoughts, and feel free to agree or disagree, is we spend our 50, and then while that's happening, we mop up book 1 of what we've missed. Because I think the first step is really we're going to spend most of our build point, well, about half of our build points, a little over half, rebuilding this half a castle we have into a full castle. I think was the agreement, because then it gives us shelter and everyone in our party shelter for the winter, and can house easily the entire extended party as well, if needed.
Sounds good to me.
That would leave us with, so we had 50, so that's 27. So that would leave us with 23 build points. There are a lot of things that are small, like, and a lot of things that are expensive. Like a granary is 12, a graveyard is 4. An inn is 10. A library is 6. So like, there's tons of options here. Looks like we even have to build things like street lamps and stuff if we want them. Oh, magical street lamp. Must have a cathedral that we don't have. A mill.
Well, we don't have any farms.
Yeah.
It might not be a bad idea to establish those kinds of things early on. So we can
I'm thinking if we're...
Though it is winter.
Yeah, I was saying we should probably nail down like winter, like things like maybe a granary to store, grain for the winter.
Where's this grain coming
Yeah.
from?
We could buy it from. I'm sure Oleg would have some connections. We're gonna need food, right? We're gonna need.
But I mean, who are we feeding? We got like
10 guys.
20 people, maybe.
Okay, all right. Well, that was just a thought.
I
As
know.
more
I know.
come
I'm
here.
just.
No, I don't
just-
hate it. I just is there? Well, hold on. Let me.
Trying to look at things.
I'm
that are
inclined to
cheap,
make
right?
the graveyard personally. I would ask that get made sooner rather.
We do have. In fact, if we were able to sort of salt the earth, as Tibor put it, and actually build a proper graveyard, we could then build it around where we haven't gone back to Oleg's with Kessel, have we? We've just kind of left him here.
Eston?
His body. Yeah.
Keston? Yeah. Well, and that's
Keston.
you were gone when we were saying. Now that our capital's here, we should probably bury him here.
Bury him here, and we could build a graveyard too while we do
Yeah.
that. This graveyard probably wouldn't take long to. It gives 1 loyalty, 1 stability. No, wait, that's granary. Just 1 loyalty. A plot of land to honor and bury the dead. 4 build points. It's cheap. I think it's a good idea.
Dead immediately that kind of need that.
Okay, so that's 4. 19 to go.
I'm all for a. I think Foundry is important.
What's Foundry? Foundry is 16. Requires. Okay, cool. It needs to be adjacent to water, which we have.
What is it?
Foundry for smelting.
So economy 1, stability 1, unrest 1. Increases the economy and BP, whatever. Oh, build points earned for mines constructed in the settlement.
We have 2 mines.
But one important thing to note is the mines that the Foundry will be tracking are... Oh, nope, never mind. I lied. You can definitely... One of them is connected. If you were to build it here, would be connected by the Shrike River. The other one, you would need to build a road to.
Okay.
So, how do we get like people to like work? How's that work
They
outside of
will,
slavery?
if you build it, they will come, kind of.
Okay. So we're not Civ. We're Sim. Got it.
Pretty much.
SimCity, yeah.
Word will get out that a gold mine and a silver mine have both opened up and they need people to work them, and those people can be paid and may have a better lot in life than living in a little house on the prairie where they're eaten by wyverns.
Do we want to build houses? There are 3.
What about I don't think we need houses quite yet because everybody can fit in the castle. But what about a cistern? So we have fresh water.
I don't even see that on the list.
Cannot be adjacent to a dump, graveyard, stable, stockyard, or tannery.
Oh,
Rip.
okay.
So if we build a graveyard here, we can't build a cistern next to it. But it can share a lot.
We can put the graveyard anywhere.
You
That's
guys
true.
can definitely, when it says can't be adjacent, there is I definitely don't want to use this one because I think it's too restrictive, but there is like a 4x4 grid that you build stuff on, and that's what that can't be adjacent to means, but that feels really not representative of a big hex and a castle and stuff to me. So
Right.
certainly anything could be built anywhere.
Or there's also this ever-flowing spring for 5 build points, which can share a lot with a castle, a cathedral, market, or a monument. It gives endless water that provides an inexhaustible supply of fresh water.
Assuming you have a building that can create medium magic items, yeah.
Oh,
You guys, you also are sitting on a freshwater source.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got fresh water, don't we?
Oh, is the
We
lake?
don't need a magic. Yeah, we don't need a magical spring to generate water for us. I mean, it's
Lakes aren't always clean, so.
not going to
True.
drink this filthy lake water. Let's get magical water.
Just boil that, man. We're good.
Lakes out
Well,
here will fill your lungs with foam if you drink from them.
Well,
Yeah. Do we want
What
an
about-
inn? If we're gonna be like encouraging people to kind of come by, maybe we should set up an inn.
Wait, how many
Yeah.
points do we have?
If we build the graveyard, and finish the castle. How much was the graveyard?
Or did we land on the foundry?
4. Hold on, 50, 20, 13. We have 19 left without the foundry.
So
With the
then,
foundry, we're down to 3.
just to say, if we did want to wall this stuff in, we would need water gates as well. If you wanted a city wall, I think we would need water gates too.
We need a
I
city
remember
before we worry about a city wall.
you said you wanted a city wall. Oh, okay,
I did, but then someone mentioned that we don't even have a city to wall right now.
sure.
Since we already have a mine with workers, I think the foundry makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, foundries where it's at.
Which puts us to 3.
3 build points left, so that's
We have, for 2 build points, we can build a moat around our castle.
We could also just hold on to the 3 and
We
wait.
could also do that. Not
Or
as large a moat.
Or smithy, but I'm biased.
hold on. Let's see what we can get for 3. So not much.
not a lot now.
A couple little tiny things. A house.
Tenement.
No, smithy's 6. I was looking at a lot.
No, I think that's it. I think we just pocket the 3.
Bank the 3. Okay. Works for me. Alrighty, people will be... I'm going to make a quick note of that. We are working on a castle. It no longer matters when the full moon is because we've taken care of that. A castle, a foundry, a graveyard, and that is everything we've finally answered on.
Yeah, and I think we're going to prioritize the graveyards because we're going to want to kind of just bury Keston, and that's where we'll kind of stake out where the graveyard's going to be.
That makes
And the
sense.
kobolds. Keston, and I can't forget the other kobolds.
Certainly
as well.
the graveyards would take the least amount of time at this point. It's just mark off a plot of land, bury 3 bodies. This is where the rest of the bodies will go. Kind of thing. In any case,
Cool.
all
So then
of
do
that
we
is
need
written
to
down. We were banking 3 build points.
do we need to pick where do we have that for? Do we need to use the 4x4 hex to determine where everything goes?
You definitely don't. They go somewhere. They are in this hex close to that red X. That's basically all we really need to know.
Okay.
So how at this point can we just build on this hex, or can we build like kind of outside of that as well?
At this point, this hex is your hex. You could start building like out over here, but you'd be stretching yourselves kind of thin in terms of build points, and when people start showing up, like not having enough troops to defend it and so on and so forth.
Right, I was just thinking more for like a cemetery or something like that. Doesn't necessarily need to be like right on our castle. But do we have to spend build points to unlock additional hexes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Also, those hexes represent, if I remember correctly, like 8 miles of land. So building on this hex doesn't necessarily mean the graveyard is like right on top of the castle and it's weird.
Gotcha. I think eventually we should leave a spot open near the graveyard for our temple to go.
Okay.
Graveyard in that corner. Far away from the castle as possible.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So, what do we do now?
I'll say build points refresh monthly, and when we do kingdom turns, which we aren't doing necessarily right now, the one kingdom turn takes 1 month of play, and we're presently sitting on the 15th of Lamashtan, so payday's on the 15th.
Okay.
15th is Kingdom Day.
Mhm.
We'll make it a national holiday.
It'll also be the, like, when kingdom events would occur, when policy gets set, things of that nature.
Sure you don't want to call it Exile Day?
Mm.
Got a nice hearty ring to it.
Yeah.
We'll make it sound flowery. Exiling the I don't know.
So what now? We explore more? What are we doing?
I'm okay with that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think we should wrap up the tiles we didn't get to. Things we were gonna do, and then we're like, let's just go do the Stag Lord. We changed our mind like halfway through.
Okay.
Now the
At the
Stag
very
Lord's
least, at this point, we probably want to explore the area like immediately surrounding our new capital.
agreed.
Works for me. Well,
Trying to think. All right, so we still have all the markers here of what's explored and what's not. These are up to date.
yeah, they should be.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're not. Hang on, I need to, The hex with the Stag Lord's fort has been explored. Now we're up to date. We're good now.
Man, when we explore that hex, I don't remember that.
It's the only thing there is the fort. There's nothing else here.
Oh, I was being facetious.
Oh. Oh.
She
I
thought
got
she
it.
was. She thought she was being funny. So, is there any crossing? Is there any crossing to the Shrike River, like in this tile?
There's
Or are we
not.
stuck on this side? Okay, so we'd have to. Hey, that's where Nettles Crossing will come in handy. Now that we can cross Nettles Crossing, or
We
is it
can't.
crossable?
No.
We need to.
It's crossable in and of the fact that you could shimmy across on a rope.
On a
That
rope.
still remains from the bridge, but like getting the horses across is an entirely
Eventually,
different
we'll probably want to build bridges like within our kingdom to get over the rivers.
Mhm.
There. So for the time being, we're stuck on this side of that of the Shrike River, basically.
Mhm.
We also have not found any crossing for the Skunk River other than going all the way up around the hot springs.
Right.
We could work on that.
Yeah, we haven't explored any of the actual tiles that are
Force.
Yeah, that's true. Have we explored
right.
this
Like there
one?
could.
That tile has not been explored. No, that tile was. We cut
We
up
skipped
this
it.
way, and then from here went up to the ford there, and then went back up to Oleg's.
And then we beelined to. I don't want to call it the Stag Lord's Fort anymore. We really need to come up with a name, some names.
We will.
But
It's
Our
gonna take some
fort.
time.
our fort,
Yeah.
Sword Lord's Fort.
The
A
Reclaim Fort.
stronghold.
the Reclaimer's Fort. Yeah, there we go. For now. So what do you guys think? Here, whoop, big X, and then like hit.
Yeah, Cal is though she probably wouldn't admit it. She actually likes tromping through the forest, so she would be down for that.
Why did I draw them as big X's? I don't know.
No idea. We get the idea though. We followed your X animation. What the? Oh, now we got a comedian. Oh, the color on your character gives it away. You know who it is.
Yeah,
I wasn't being a comedian.
we had
I was
this-
being helpful.
we had the same. We had the exact same idea.
Oh, this is like a squiggly line at first. I didn't even see the.
No, I was doing a thing.
All right,
She's doing
my
the
fault.
thing.
My fault.
Though maybe we didn't explore this one, did we? Grr. Where it's just like all these random like one-offs that we just skipped, which kind of bugs me.
Well, we could take the road up that way and then come down this way. Assuming
Okay,
we
that-
can.
Now I'm super confused.
So we have this road that we can travel much more quickly on. So we go
Right.
up, we explore that hex, and then we come back down.
All right, deleting.
But can we cross there where you drew the line?
We can cross at the. We can either come back down and go over the bridge, or go up and cross at the old bandit fort up there.
I feel like we lose any time that we gain by going through the road. I don't know if that's true or not. If we have to, go past.
Yeah, so we'd be looking at like crossing there, getting that hex, going to the old bandit camp, crossing across. That would give us access to both sides of that hex. But
I just
Stop disrespecting my deity's road.
I just think we should just concentrate. Just get up in the woods. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, Oscar?
What are you dragging me into this for?
Because you hadn't said anything in a
I'm
while.
just taking it all in, man.
this is my proposed path now.
I like that path.
Use the road, cross the river, go up, explore that hex. Then we know there's another crossing just up ahead. Loop back down, because who knows? That hex has a river going through it. There might be nothing on the east side, but there could be something on the west side, right? So at least we cover those bases. And then we trudge through the forest, and then, I don't know, at that point we just go home.
Just go home, I guess.
There's all this up here we missed.
Should we maybe at some point make our way back up to Oleg's and kind of help relocate he and Svetlana?
Well, I know Xenia wanted to visit the temple.
Yeah, so like at the bandit camp crossing, I can just kind of.
Oh, you want to leave us?
Over there.
I think Jad would also be interested in seeing that temple. So maybe if we head up to Oleg's, grab them, come back down, let Jad check out the temple.
He already went. He already went and came back.
Oh, he's an efficient one.
He's a fast boy.
We were gone for a long time.
But yeah, I am a little concerned about leaving some of our people that close to the border, considering that the idea is that anyone who has allied themselves with us will be executed, and they're technically in Bruvoy.
Well, I mean, I don't know if... I mean, are they official allies of us that they made that claim? Also, isn't that kind of like their home and bread and butter is made off of like being on the border too? So
We could check in on them and see if they've run into any issues lately, or if things are just running smoothly as always. If we show up and they're packing their bags because they're being run out of their home, then we could offer them refuge. But if they're hunky-dory, everything's great, then we just leave them be.
Well, Bakken had those notes. They probably don't even know the situation.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, all of
Only stormtroopers are so precise.
Are they though? Yeah.
Right?
Okay, they were given the order to take them alive, okay?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
We need to be decisive. Let's go.
Unless we're stocking up for porridge for the winter, I say fuck it.
What about seeing them again?
Yes.
Oh
Suppose
no,
I'll
we
need
should
to
see
figure
them.
out how porridge translates into build points.
What?
1 unit of porridge, 10 build points.
I mean, we at least owe them a warning.
You can send a courier.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
You gotta get. You got some fucking mercenaries who ain't doing shit. They're chilling.
I think a courier with a warning and a formal invitation to relocate within our new founded under construction castle.
Yeah. Need for us to go ourselves.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody feeling well enough to make that trek?
I mean, I can on my horse.
I'll send the mercenaries so we can do our thing.
Yeah,
that was
that's
what
what
I
I'm-
was asking, is how injured are they still? Have they recovered much at this point?
Yeah, they're fine.
Fine.
Drink the potion. They're good to go. Make them earn their keep.
Yeah, I'm fine with sending them. They're at least familiar with Oleg and Svetlana.
Okay.
Be a little less abrasive than sending the kobolds.
Yeah, that would be. Or maybe we should send Bakken.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bakken might want to travel with someone as well. I don't feel good about sending Bakken by himself.
Bakken. Oh yeah, no, Bakken and the Mercs. I mean, 'cause
I like that.
him and Oleg are buddy, and he was planning on camping there, and now he's camping with us. Maybe.
Didn't he?
Why don't we ask Bakken? Why don't we ask Bakken what he thinks about that?
Hey, yo, Bakken.
Yeah.
Hey yo.
He looks up.
We would like to send a message to Oleg and Svetlana informing them of the recent developments. Would you like to head the team that does so?
Sure, why not?
There it is.
There it is.
Ayo mercenaries. Go with Bakken.
They nod and do so.
We'll keep him safe.
Alrighty. So then, if I'm looking at the map correctly, we want to start on the right-hand side. Basically, we're
Yes.
all following the same road until y'all break off.
That's what I was thinking. So we can take the road up, and then when it ends, we have that one tile where we've not explored. Then we can go make the crossing to the north. Senya can do her finish her pilgrimage at the Temple of the Elk, and then we can make our way down, hitting all the tiles we need to, back to base.
Okay, yeah, sure. Works for me. So y'all head out. I'm just going to memorize this real quick, and then I'll just put it on the map layer real quick. Boom. There we go. Now I should be able to grab your tokens easily enough. Oh, where'd your token go? Did I move it? Arcturus is now the leader of the expedition.
Sweet.
As you guys head on, you find that, like, when y'all would turn eastward, the road continues north.
Continues north
Yeah.
towards the Sycamore.
Like, it goes basically right underneath the shade of the old sycamore in a straight line north.
It probably goes all the way back to Oleg's.
Bakken and the mercenaries head that way.
Great. So when Brevoy sends the army, they'll have a
They'll know
nice,
exactly how to find that.
nice paved road.
Follow the one paved road in the stolen lands. Haha! So that takes y'all.
Bye,
Not
Bakken
really
and
as long.
mercenaries.
Yeah, I
Bye,
guess we
Bakken,
all
bye,
go.
mercenaries.
I guess we all go together to that point, and then we split.
Works for me. So then takes y'all about 4 hours, and then you head here. Takes you, now it's been about 8, and then another day if y'all want to make some perception checks.
Perception. I'm so glad there's 5 of us, so that at least one of us is likely to actually find what we're looking for.
Probability says that someone will probably roll all right, especially with those pointy ears. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
in fact, there is another crossing here.
Oh.
However, as you guys get closer on, it's doesn't take a lot of looking up and down, especially from like Arcturus knows that's not up to code. Kalira knows that if Kalira puts her weight on it, it's sketchy. The bridge is real old and real rickety.
But it is a bridge.
But a bridge does exist there.
How does the river underneath it look?
The Skunk River it's pretty wild and untamed. Or that is not the Skunk River at all. Basically all of the water out here is pretty choppy.
Okay.
Are both of these forks just like Western Shrike River, Eastern Shrike River?
I will tell you in just a sec. I don't think so. I think they all have very unique and individual names.
How pleasant.
Of course, you guys can change when you would like to call them Western Shrike River, Eastern Shrike River. That
Call
river
it
is called
Moonradish.
The
Moonradish.
Moonradish River.
the Moon Reddit is called the Thorn River. Hence the Thorn Ford is farther up.
Oh.
Okay.
Moonradish River, Nettles Crossing River.
You name it after that damn revenant.
Well, I would imagine the Shrike River continues up that. I don't think the Shrike River is just like this tiny little thing,
It
right?
better just be that tiny little thing.
Just
Well,
right there.
the Shrike River goes all the way up to Rostov.
This is the Soot Scale River.
Is it really?
No,
No.
it's definitely the
damn.
Shrike River all the way up.
Yeah, the Shrike River goes.
We should
We're
name it after
renaming
we should call it like the Silver River or Silver
See, thing
Ray
about
or
re-
something.
the thing about renaming the Shrike River is the people who live in Rostov call it the Shrike
Yeah,
River.
get
That's
wrecked.
fine. That's
All
fine.
right.
We're gonna be sailing silver down that bad boy. You know what I'm saying?
That you are.
It's just going to be confusing to traders and such. So we should.
That's the idea. Any impediments to trade that we can come up with without open hostility, it's a good thing.
But we'll be impacted as well.
Nah.
I was kidding.
Oh, I can't tell with you.
I know.
It is hard to tell sometimes, yeah.
It's part of the allure.
Anyway, okay, so we found a crossing. It's dicey at best. Can I make an acrobatics test to try to cross it?
Why?
Oh my god.
Yes, awesome. Do it.
I mean, I have an 11.
It's not that funny, but it was Timur's reaction.
I have an 11 in acrobatics. I'm pretty sure I can make this.
All right, you get across, then what?
Yeah, see you guys on the other side.
See ya. Yeah, I'll wait over here.
Well, no, just to kind of test it, right? Like I can kind of test it, and if it looks like it's gonna fall, I can just make a
You just
quick.
want to use an acrobatics
That's
check.
all.
That's all this is. I put these points in the skill. I'm gonna use it.
Okay, yeah, make it happen. Roll it.
Oh god, I'm gonna roll like a natural one here.
Guys, look how far I can jump. Oops.
And he falls right in.
Oh, okay.
Or on the other hand, when Kato puts his weight on the bridge and goes walking down it, it creaks and groans pretty ominously as he makes his way across. But it seems to hold you. You probably could have walked at normal speed and got across.
Nice roll though.
But yeah.
All right, I think it's perfectly safe, guys. Come on over.
Well, I already know better. We have our horses with us too, right?
Yeah, we have horses in the cart. What are you talking
Oh.
about?
A cart.
Yeah, did we? Oh, did we not bring the cart?
I really hope we didn't bring the cart.
We don't
Okay.
have a cart. We don't even have a cart.
Yeah, well, whatever we call it.
Whatever the thing is that carries our stuff, it's not a cart. What is it?
The pack mule.
I thought.
that
Oh, I
has the
thought.
pack strap.
That's right. It's just on the stuff on mules. That's right.
Is that right? You just walk around with a pack of mules?
Just two.
Two mules that have.
Why did I think we had a cart this whole time?
They have big pack saddles on their back that hold all of our shit.
Esker's disillusioned.
Like
What is
couches and
this?
bags. Yeah.
You know
Dude,
what it was, Esker? It was that one time where I found that cart and I thought we were gonna use it, but it was.
He even named them.
I even named them Zorn and Toth.
Why are we...
A cart
Our-
going through
We
the
need to
fields is
fix
probably
this.
How are we
Well, yeah,
accessing-
I've been pitching the idea of getting a carriage which has a huge storage compartment. You can put a big trunk with.
I remember a chariot. I don't remember anything about the chariot.
Yeah.
No, I've been talking about a carriage for forever. Chariot came after, but I'm down. Like, I'm down to retire the mules and get something a little more.
The thing is, though, I mean, for tromping through the forest, it's probably better we don't have a cart. Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, either way, apparently we brought our mules with us, even though we really maybe shouldn't.
they have our camping gear.
Yeah. No,
And
we
all the
need the
rations and
mules.
Did
supplies
we
and
need
things.
all? Did we need both?
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you hating on Mule too?
You don't know
We
which mule
even-
I'm hating on.
we evenly distributed the weight between them to not slow us down, so they don't get encumbered. We could have put it
Either
all.
way, they can't cross the damn bridge. Okay, putting
Alright.
everything else aside,
Well, why don't I?
Acrobatics back.
put
No.
one over your
Scout.
back, and then
I mean, I can scout the side of the river for you guys.
Thanks.
I mean, okay, yeah, I guess.
See if there's anything of note over here. While you guys scout that side, I'm sure I can handle myself. I'm pretty quick on my feet too.
Well, we rolled perception on this side. We found that bridge.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we already found everything on there. Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing else? Is this the only...
Kato could take a day and look around if he wanted to.
And take a day. We'll see you on the other side. Meet us in
Why
the
don't you-
forest.
Why don't you guys make your way to the Temple of the Elk? I'll explore this tile and then make my way over there to meet you.
You're gonna go by yourself?
I hope there's a random event that punishes this.
That's what he's hoping. That's what he wants.
No, it's not. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, but I don't want to leave. I don't want to just abandon this side of the river and leave it to chance and miss out on like
All right.
a mine or
Um,
something.
How did it look as he was crossing the bridge? Did it look like maybe any of the rest of us could get over? Like half of us stay with the pack animals, the other half go with him.
You could
Knowing
try. Certainly, like, the horses are going to make it a little more questionable.
Knowing how Ionia steps on bear traps, like
I
Any
mean,
kind
if anybody's going to go with them,
Why don't
Cal would volunteer to go.
Okay, so we have Kato and Kala on one side, Arcturus, Senya, Ionia, and Minoru on the other side. So we have basically two marshals on each side.
yeah, we're splitting the party in half.
Well, Cal has to get across that bridge first.
Not a problem. I could swim.
All right.
True, if he falls in, he can just swim the
That
rest.
climb skill too.
I can always climb out of the water.
Alternatively, we could also send Minoru over because he's pretty good at stuff.
Isn't he? How heavy is?
Probably, I can almost guarantee he weighs less than Cal.
No, no way.
With all your armor and everything,
Okay, maybe then.
he weighs 118.
All right, you got me.
Nah, you should keep the pup with you.
What check do I do? I have to make an acrobatics check? Can I just walk across it like a person?
Either is fine.
What my
I'm just gonna walk
acrobatics?
across it like a
Was a what?
human being.
Okay.
Mine was a just in case situation where if
Lyra,
it
make a
broke out.
reflex save for me.
Reflex save. Oh no.
That's your best save, right?
No.
Oh, good. Okay, so this is not a supernatural or spell-like ability.
Nah.
The bridge
Unless that
knows-
goddamn Perlivash shows up.
the bridge
whole
is an
bridge.
illusion.
Yeah. They'll fall through. God damn you, Perlivash!
Kato's
I told you we
just
should have
dead.
killed the damn.
An illusion of Kato waves on the other side. The bridge does give out. Clara goes
Oh,
down
my-
and it snaps, and she's not quite able to jump to one side or the other.
Damn it, Del.
He's the one who's like, I'm just gonna walk across like a person.
Well, I mean,
In character, you
reflex.
did say last. It's okay, guys.
Kalira takes 2 points of damage from falling debris, and if Kalira could make a swim check.
yeah, what tech?
A swim check.
So I got my hide armor, the new hide armor.
Okay, let me double check the DC here. That's either good or not good. That's a horrible
Wow.
phrase, but that's either a yes or no.
Or no. That's generally how checks go.
It could have been a maybe. Who knows? Yeah, no, 15 is just good enough. Clear.
I was about to say, man, this river is a bitch.
DC is 15. She's able to swim out.
As she swims to the other side, can I like help pull her up?
Yeah.
I will assist.
You'll knock your hand away.
Yeah.
It's fine, huh?
That climb skill.
She's like breathing heavy, waterlogged. You said the bridge was fine.
It was fine for me. He shrugs. You made it okay. No harm, no foul.
Kato's cape glistens in the wind.
With the boot print on it. And as he, Kato doesn't hold a grudge.
Wait, there was harm. 2 points of harm.
Yeah, there's a little bit on.
2 points of harm.
This time he slaps Cal in the back.
I'm not back to full health yet, damn it.
It's an additional point of damage.
What, for Kato? No.
So Kato and Kalira are now on the other side of the river from the rest of the party.
We're our own kick-ass team over here.
Yeah.
Terrorizing any natives we come across.
Now
Well,
Taurus can't stop you. It's just, you guys stay.
I'm
right
gonna be
around
honest,
the
that was part of the reason I wanted to send the dog instead of Cal.
And now that no one...
the dog would have stopped us.
Do you think, what do you think would have happened if the dog fell into the river? How good's the dog at swimming?
I think that the dog is a really good swimmer.
Oh, okay.
The dog is actually a better swimmer than Kalira is. But I think the dog is less of a bad influence on Kato.
I'm not influenced. Don't worry. I'm not very influential. I can.
You're not very influential, but you are easy.
You know what I meant. Shut up.
Impressionables.
I'm not impressionable. There we go. It's fine. All right. So so you guys can make your way up to the crossing, and we'll meet you up there on the other side. Once we're done exploring this hex.
It's always a good idea to split up. I'm glad we
Yeah,
did that.
Every time.
Split the party. Rule number 1.
That's what I'm hearing. Okay, is that what everybody wants to do? Everyone who's not
We'll meet at
Kato or
Thornford.
Cal heads to the ford.
Now that
I
the
suppose. I can't
now
think
that
of
the
anything
choice has
else.
been made for us.
Right.
It's the only place we can regroup now because that's the only known crossing.
Or here.
Now that this, well, yeah, we can go back.
There's no going back.
There's no going back.
It just never goes back to the fort again. Okay, fair enough. On they go. I guess if Kato and Kalira could both make perception checks on this side.
What the?
Oof.
Oh,
Won't. I mean,
if there is something over there, we'll never know now.
You should have blessed us, you jerk. Use
Nothing
that
over
blessing
there.
going across that bridge.
That's guidance, and I
Or
can't
guidance,
do it.
whatever you call
Oh,
it.
well, I could have done that before you crossed.
Yeah.
That's true.
You guys
Oh,
don't
well.
find anything over there.
all right.
God damn it!
It's fine. It's fine.
There's another gold mine over there that we'll never know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a 15 is just for looking around, unless it's something that's really well hidden.
I guarantee you, if there was another corpse in a stump somewhere, like we had that one time, you didn't find it with no.
Probably not.
So then that means a day passes. And
Not more health for me.
Kato and Kalira make their way to the ford to meet up with the party. Could Kato and Kalira both make a will save for me?
A what?
A will save?
Ooh.
Oh no!
All right. Well, I might get to.
You know who that is?
I might get to make a. Let's see how I roll. Don't tell me if this passes yet. I'll keep that.
Okay. So as you guys are making your way along, there's definitely a sizably large pile of rotten fruit, which has a shimmery, quasi-blue, like as if to appear there was nothing in the middle of your path, and it was just regular old ground. But both of you are able to realize that the notion that it's regular old ground is an illusion, and someone put a bunch of gross, rotten fruit in front of you.
Almost soiled another pair of boots.
Who could have
Almost.
done that?
Ugh.
So, can I look around?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Yeah.
You are blinded.
I'm just too off put by the fact that I almost stepped in garbage.
You don't see anything. You're pretty sure it was probably Perlavash, but
Mhm.
if Perlavash is still around, Perlavash is probably invisible.
I almost took that sea invisibility or whatever.
That would have been good.
Next level, I guess.
Got my
I thought Paravash was gone.
No.
No.
Nah, he's not gone. He
He's not
lives in
just
these
going to up
vaults.
and leave. We did kind of roast his nest, though, which I'm sure he's not going to take too kindly at some point. He's
can't
biding his
prove it.
time.
I got a cold iron dagger with his name on it.
In any case, y'all arrive back at the Thornford.
Okay. Hey, guys. We made it. And guess what we think
You
we...
find anything over there?
Not the thing.
Not a thing, but we found the remains of one of our fey creatures' handiworks.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of
Another-
rotten fruit.
Yeah, a prank that was attempted to be played. Again, thankfully, we kept our wits about us and did not fall prey to it.
Well, that's a
Kiddo.
first.
Mm. All right, well,
Well, I guess we'll have to
continue
Stay
on.
Real quick, Tommy, I have a question.
Sure.
Right here, did I have my push talk on? Right here, you had originally said that there was not a bridge, but it was just shallow enough for us to walk over. As part of the road, is there now a bridge there?
Right.
Gotcha.
Alrighty.
Important details.
Indeed. So it takes you guys, if you're heading straight to the Temple of the Elk, it takes you a further 6 hours to do so, but you do so.
All right, this is Sunya's playground.
Going to drink the water because I'm still in that full health.
Um,
Oh, so low.
You were until you fell in the river.
I was like 22 after I got out of that river.
so yeah, I approached the temple and call out to Jod.
Jod's not here.
Oh, he's not there.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he went to travel. Oh, did he went back? Okay. Okay. So, I'll approach the remind me. There's the pool, and then there's like a giant slab with a carving of the elk on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll approach the giant slab with the elk on it, and we'll take out my masterwork lancer and place it at the carving and just kind of do a quick prayer.
Okay. And so it was.
And I'm done.
And your magical helm glows.
What?
She has a helm that's
I know.
attuned with a rastal.
So it just glows, huh?
Real bright. Okay.
Shimmers.
So then from there, it's another 5 hours down, heading over this way. And if you guys could make perception checks. Whoops. I don't want to grab the Temple of the Elk. I want to grab... There we go.
Damn, Arcturus. Who's got
Jeez.
pointy ears now?
So as you guys make your way down this part of the Skunk River, It slowly turns from forest into soggy marsh. It's real hard to keep anybody's boots clean at this point, as one bad step puts you like calf deep in mud. One good step puts you like ankle deep. However, Kato is able to do a handstand and somehow does not get his boots dirty. That said, there are a couple of...
Get out of here.
The dog does dog tricks and is fine. A couple of ruined stone buildings that you guys come upon. Nothing seems to be moving there right now, but certainly it's hard to say, given that, like, you don't see a whole heck of a lot from where you are other than that they are there.
Do they resemble any type of building? Like, would we recognize them as anything specific?
Knowledge, history, or local?
Oh, wait, I have that too.
Rip.
Rip indeed. Okay, so y'all can put it together pretty easy that these buildings probably date back to one of the armies of exploration coming up from Taldor to here. They'd probably be about as old as the Temple of the Elk.
You cut out there.
Oh, boo. Probably about as old as the Temple of the Elk.
Well, let's go see if there's anything's been left behind. These could make decent.
We should probably rebuild all this stuff.
Yeah.
Did I get anything on my detect psychic significance?
Not really. As you guys approach, I will swing you over to the map. Boop-a-doop.
Oh wow, there's a map.
Oh wow, there's a map. Coming out to meet you guys
Uh-oh.
is a couple of knowledge nature checks.
Haven't heard of that race before.
Me neither. Oh, but you have. Okay, so the one that is speaking to you, and it holds up one of its hands, which is pretty badly mangled. Yet a real, like, gravelly, croaky voice, just truce, truce, is a boggard. Boggards are, the best way to phrase them. I don't want to just say they're anthropomorphic frog people, but
They are.
that's what they are. Yeah. Bulbous eyes sitting on top of very, like, closer to say toad, probably. They usually make their homes near large rivers or deep in swamps, much like where you are now. Usually you expect to run into, like, small villages. They, much like the frogs you found before, they do start life out as tadpoles, eventually growing to about 3 foot long before they sprout their arms and legs, and they become capable of living on land.
It's speaking common.
Yeah, just truce! And with its hand up. The creature next to it, the frog with the big old long tusks, like a saber tooth, is called a slurk.
Called what?
Slurk. S-L-U-R-K. Slurks are, the story goes, they are the failed result of a long-lost attempt to domesticate and breed subterranean frogs. The attempt failed horribly, but the slurks are what came of it. They're gross, greasy things with the bottom of them exudes a grease, which they don't move so much as they like pull themselves forward and then slide really fast. Their back has a bunch of like blisters which they can fire slime from, which hardens pretty fast to about the texture of like cold tar, to say nothing of, though it looks like those teeth can't really do a lot of much. They are carnivores, and they do indeed have a very formidable bite.
And you said that the one's hand is mangled.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a step. I'll take a step forward and just say, "Are you injured? What's happened here?"
He just truce, hungry. He doesn't look like he understood you.
Yet.
Yeah.
It is speaking common though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking a word of common. Or I guess 2 words.
Hungry.
He said food.
Oh,
Or
and
hungry.
me,
Yeah.
I think. Did he say me?
He's got 5 good words, guys.
You're just speaking in 2. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Is that? Oh, that's touch. So I'll move in close, like very, very slowly, kind of like hands up, showing that I'm, not touching my weapons or anything. And I'll extend my hand. Yeah, I'm gonna extend my hand and see if, like, I'm kind of trying to motion that, like, let me see your hand.
Okay.
I'm sensing a roll initiative coming up.
You want a roll initiative?
No, I'm thinking that little Tusky guy is gonna.
Tusky guy looks like in the direction of the boggard. The boggard says something in his native tongue. Tusky guy doesn't do anything.
Tusky.
I said his name.
It is now. Froggo and Tusky guy.
Froggo accepts this.
Why is the dog always so big when I pull him out?
Because you've got a monster doggo. Biggest doggo OP needs nerf. Now, the reason that's happening is because I'm using a grid on the map that's here rather than a grid like from Roll20. So it doesn't have anything to lock to.
Gotcha.
But in any case, the creature accepts the spell.
I'll just repeat myself. Are you injured? What happened?
Had to break my hand to escape my tribe.
I'm sorry, escape what?
He kind of like leans down. A long story. How long does this spell last?
We have an hour. Oh, 24 hours. We have a day.
He nods. My name is Garum.
Garum?
Mm-hmm.
Froggo.
Double R, but yes. Or excuse me, double U, rather.
And can you type in the names of their species for me as well?
Yep.
Thank you.
What brings you to my home?
I'll kind of turn back and look at Kato. Like, you want to explain this one?
We're here to conquer you. Jeez.
You seem to be doing great.
Don't pay any mind to him.
I can't move my token. Oh, can I get my token?
It might have moved everybody off their tokens when... Oh, no, I see y'all are on the map there. That's not where you need to be. Boom, bang, bang, boom. All right, y'all should be good.
For a very long time, these lands have been plagued with banditry and criminals, and we've come to bring order.
Garum nods.
Oh, there we go.
Here, I'd like to assist you, and I'll pull out my my medicine bag.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I will approach and say, "So tell us again, if you could, who did this to you?"
I did this to me. I had to
I'm
escape.
sorry.
I had to get my hand through the manacles. My
I actually
tribe
think I-
did not recognize my right to rule.
Uh-oh. To rule what?
My tribe.
Yeah, so
Where-
you've been dethroned.
I
Where's
never
your
had
tribe
the
from?
throne. I decided I would take it. He withdraws from his, like, a belt. There are several, about the size of a human's hand, dragonflies that are a brilliant cerulean in color. These make you powerful. I wanted to rule. I ate them.
Ah, a
Not
usurper.
powerful. He nods.
So who rules now?
I assume the priest king. It's been a long time since I've been home. I've been branded in exile. Albagab and I just stay out here.
That's your pet.
He nods.
I'm sorry, can you think the pet's name and species?
Sure. Name first.
Thank you.
You too in exile, huh?
I am.
Because you tried to overthrow your leader.
He nods.
Yeah. That's how it goes, doesn't it?
Either you
You're
succeed,
probably right.
either you succeed or you fail.
Probably for the best.
Where is your home?
West of here.
How far from here?
Far.
West?
Oh, and what kind of person is this priest king of yours? Would he be welcoming to, less warty people such as ourselves?
Shakes his... I guess he doesn't really have a neck. Shakes his shoulders and his head moves with it. No. Sacrifices to Gogunta, I imagine.
Oh, more sacrificial priest. Well, seems we have a new plan.
Imagine
I
if
have
this
We
someone
don't
to-
even know how far away. He said
Does it
far
matter?
to the
I
west.
have someone I need to cut in half. Vilmaya, you can either stand in my way or you can come behind me.
But I'm saying it could be like beyond the stolen.
It is very far, yes.
We don't know if this is anything other than just an exiled guy and his pet.
However, we may have a sidebar with, are you still, you're treating his wounds, right, Ionia?
I mean, that's pretty quick.
It's pretty quick. I just point to the three of them and say, because Zinya's, I guess, still all the way back there. Or did you come up too?
Yeah, I guess I came up too.
I just nod to each of you to come over here. Let's chat away from
Puddle around the dog.
Doug.
I can do that again so we can all speak in a language that he can understand.
All right, settle down.
Let's all speak Orcish.
Yeah,
Or-
I know lots of languages.
I don't. No, I'm fine.
No, it's fine. All right. Well, I mean, we've helped him. I don't know of any help he could be to us. Do we not want to involve ourselves in a political dispute amongst frog people?
Well, if these frog people are sacrificing other humanoids, it's obviously they're going to be something we're going to have to tinker with eventually. I'm not assuming that we put this fool on the throne though, but this priest king of his is a threat, as I see it.
We don't even know where he is.
It doesn't matter where he is here.
3 countries over. We don't know. All we know is west, very, very far.
Very, very far west. I mean, the stolen lands go west for a very long
I'm
time.
not saying we march out to go find him. Obviously, I'm
Kind of
just
what
saying
you are saying, though.
that's not what I'm saying at all.
Though I will say,
I'm saying we have no reason to help this creature get put on some throne. I'm just saying.
We have no reason to help him, but
unless we wanted to install like a puppet king,
right? Or should he prove
loyal to us?
Should he prove to be a trustworthy ally, he could have a place in our kingdom on his own. Obviously, not as ruler, but
I don't know. Someone who just thinks because I'm stronger and have these stones, I deserve to rule, and then tries to.
I said if he proves to be a trustworthy and loyal.
He's already proven otherwise. He would have a long way to go.
We don't know anything about the situation.
We really don't. But I mean, he's an exile for trying to overthrow his leader because he believed his right was.
Might make right is not a bad strategy as far as leadership goes. It's very clear. It's very distinct, and it does breed loyalty of a sort. But as long as we can prove ourselves to be stronger than him, I doubt he would try to overthrow us.
No, I just don't think he's trustworthy.
Well, we could just move on from this.
You know someone's aims. You don't need to trust them.
Though I do agree with Cal that if this settlement is within our lands, is within the stolen lands, then we have another,
I mean, I think we can all agree that sacrifice isn't something we're done with, right?
Right. I mean, this could be this. This is just kind of a really harebrained idea, but we had a kobold shaman who didn't have a kobold's name, and now we have a frog people shaman who is also sacrificing people. Could this be some shape-shifting?
That's a good point.
What is your? We should probably ask him maybe what the name is if the creature, shape-shifting creature, keeps the same name,
or at least if it's not a. We could see if it's a common, because that's the thing. He took a name that was not common amongst kobolds. Maybe he takes a name that's not common amongst these Froggos. And yes, that's their name now. They're Froggos.
It's not, but fine.
Are they
Abagub.
Abagub.
That's just a fun word to say. Abagub.
It is kind of fun.
Abagub.
The name of his slurk.
Oh, that's the name of the slurk. These are called
Bogards.
Bogards. Bogard. Okay.
Bogard.
Well, let's go. All right, we should go back to questioning him. There's at least some information we can glean, possibly.
Okay, fine. Let's do it.
Okay.
Is he here alone, by the way?
Just him and his slurk, yeah.
Okay.
Garoom. Did I get that right?
Yes.
What can you tell me about this leader, this current leader of your people? What is their name?
His name is Sepoko, High Priest of Gogunta. Unfit to rule.
How long has he been the High Priest?
As long as I've been alive.
All right, rip that idea. Maybe. How long have you been alive?
Perhaps 3 years.
All right.
I mean, it could not. It could be maybe not the same person, but the same scheme.
Everyone has a.
Seppuku, is Seppuku a common name among your kind?
He nods.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same.
Does anyone? What was the
He's
deity?
just a jerk, then.
Deity's name was Gogunta.
Can anyone do a?
Is it common to do sacrifices for Gugun?
Religion checks. Okay. So,
Super
Sin
smart
has
today.
no clue. Arcturus scratches his head a little. The name kind of sounds like something you might have heard. Like, it sounds vaguely like Abyssal, but it's Ionia that pulls it together. Gogunta is a demon lord. Specifically, and also a city in India. I clicked on the wrong Wikipedia entry, and that doesn't help anyone. I just need flavor text. There we go. Gogunta is the demon lord of swamps and literally of boggards. There are some stories out there that say that the boggard race came from her. Once just simple abyssal tadpoles, then dropped out into the world. Yes,
So
sacrifice to all demon lords, up to and including Gogunta herself, is super common.
So these are a demon worshipping, people sacrificing culture. What do you guys take of that?
Well, I don't like it.
It's ridiculous.
Well, did she share that knowledge with all of us?
Oh yeah, good call.
I mean, I don't see. I probably wouldn't have been like that blanketed about it, but I would have, the points that he said that were in line and be like, this is in line with what I know to be true, and kind of elaborate a little bit on it in a way that wouldn't be like awkward in front of him.
So based on what you described, what have I just said? I've been able to like respond to your explanation as saying, so what we have is a demon worshipping, people sacrificing frog folk.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to pull that? What make that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right. I'm not going to mince words. I'm just saying. So once
my impression is that this is not related to Tartuk, but it is its own problem if they're, within a certain distance of our establishments.
Let me ask you. Did you have to travel many rivers or bodies of water to get here from your home?
He nods.
Yeah, it's a pretty good distance away. Then just something to keep in the back of our heads, huh?
And if you wouldn't mind sending me, sorry, I know I'm a pain, sending me the name of the like priest or whatever that they were talking about.
Sure.
Pull my notes.
I think I spelled that right. Had to bring up a different book of the AP real quick. Yep, get it right. Bam. Well, anything else?
Can you point on this map where your settlement is?
Can you mark it on the map?
God damn it.
He just kind of points to the west. Days that way.
Oh, days. Only days. Okay, so it's not
days.
It's not
what do
like.
you mean?
I mean, we've made days worth of journeys just to get from Oleg's to the Stag Lords.
Thousands. I think it could be 1,000 days that way.
He's only 3 years old. I mean, a day's probably a good long time for him.
Fun fact, time actually moves slower for the... No.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well.
All right, well, I don't know if there's any more we can really get from this guy. I mean, I don't really want to associate with him any longer than I have to.
What do you mean you don't want to go do something that's much higher level than the rest of the party? Or
Sorry,
you
what was...
even... Just make a joke. Okay. Hex is explored. I will mark him...
Unless anyone else wants to ask him. You guys want to ask him to
I
join
want to
our...
appoint him to a position of power in Arcane.
He's the new high priest.
General. He's the new high priest. You don't need to be high priest of your culture. You can come be high priest of our culture.
Yeah.
And sacrifice people to your demon lord. Yeah.
Shelly X, here we come.
So, is there anything in these buildings? Is there anything else we locate? Because I wouldn't want to just like, all right, we found these dudes, and then we just leave. Because I mean, there's 2 ruined structures here, right?
Yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything in there other than for lack of a better word, a nest made of like swamp reeds and planks and mud and stuff, which clearly the boggart is sleeping in. Doesn't seem to be any real treasure or anything.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Onwards and upwards.
Is there anything else you guys wanted to do here?
So to speak.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do it. Hit the road.
On the road again. We go down a hex and make perception checks. I grabbed Froggo. I meant to grab this. I'll put that on the map layer so I don't keep doing that. But for realsies, if y'all could... Oh, I need to... That's why no one's saying anything. I need to move you guys off that map. I forgot there was a map there because we didn't fight him. But if y'all can make perception checks. So as you... Man. Ooh, rough for Yenny today. As y'all make your way down, this part...
Oh, that was me, Noru. I did well. Oh, no, I didn't. I was looking at our courses.
As y'all make your way down, there are a series of sandy islets that, for lack of a better term, it's not necessarily a ford, given that the water is still like choppy and bad here, but there's enough there that you could cross here.
Well, it's something.
A quicker path across without having to go all the way up and around the hot springs.
Cool.
Froggo is on our map.
Froggo and
Yeah. Oh, where did my whole line is gone?
Yeah, I see. I saw the path, so I deleted it because I kept grabbing it. From there, we're gonna go here, then here, and then be back home.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh yes, there. And then here.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't have deleted the path. That's my bad. Okay.
Three tiles left, right?
Yep, that's what I'm counting to. Okay. So if we continue on, another day has passed, digging around, looking around, finding the ford. On to the next one. And if you'd like to explore, make perception checks.
Man, you were ready on that.
I am. So fast.
I'm perceiving all the things today.
Yeah.
Not too
Well,
bad.
hi, bro.
With rolls like that, I'm not even gonna bother rolling. There's no point. You guys got this shit.
Okay, so
Not gonna-
there, if we could make... Nah, I'm not gonna... I did that to one of my Carrion Crown players on Friday. They spent 30 minutes trying to figure out whether or not they wanted to open a door. So I just had a... Can you make a reflex save? Okay, nothing happens. But will you do something now, please? Of course, I know the door is trapped. And as we head down, there's nothing there. A day passes, the farther down the Skunk River you get.
And it smells bad.
It probably smells a little less bad here. Just kind of like... I guess I'll say slightly off-putting. But also you've been where it smells really bad. Then on to here, and if you can make perception checks.
Rip.
So as you guys make your way away from the Skunk River, you hear the sound of a bunch of twigs snapping, followed by a series of quick yipping barks.
How far away does it sound?
Oh, maybe like 30 feet away.
Close.
I'll go take a look. See what's going on.
Okay. So you go forward to take a look, and it's very clear that there was, for lack of a better way to say it, a Team Rocket pit, if that's about as clear as mud to everybody, had been created and something has fallen in it. It continues just like quick yipping bursts.
So I see the pit, but I don't see what's in it.
Right. To be able to see what's in it, you'd have to move a little closer.
I'll yell back, I found the pit, and there's something in there. I'll just walk up to it
Okay, can you make a reflex save?
gingerly.
Again, you and those reflex saves.
You're gonna fall into a pit of dogs.
Maybe.
No, Kalira's gonna fall into a pit of dog, singular. A 14's not good enough. As you get to the edge of the pit, the ground gives way. It gives way to the tune of 7 points of damage, and if you can make a knowledge nature check.
A what?
Knowledge nature. Because there's a dog, but that's not quite the best way to say it.
Uh-oh.
Not a dog. Creature is known as a thylacine, and fun fact, they used to exist in prehistory on planet Earth. It's the size of a dog, but its build is more akin to a cat. Heavy whiskers, dark tiger-esque stripes down its back, a really long tail. This one is, when I say size of a dog, it's about the size of Minoru. It has also fallen, as you have. Did a little better than you. It's hurt. It looks at you and it's growling and freaking out, and the rest of the party has a chance to react.
I will reach into whichever bag has the venison in it from that we've been hunting, and throw in some meat to hopefully distract the dog from not biting Cal.
Good enough for me. The meat lands, the thylacine starts eating the meat instead of the barbarian.
I'll take out my rope from my bag and throw it down to Kalira to help her out.
That climb skill.
Oh, that climb skill. It's a very useful skill.
Okay. I mean, it's growling at me.
No longer. It was growling at you, and then the meat lands and it starts eating that.
Yeah, I guess I'll climb out then.
Okay.
Roll a check for that.
Yeah, if you would, yeah. And easily enough, you're able to pull yourself out of the hole. The thylacine continues just chewing down.
Yeah.
I kind of shake my head in disappointment, like, ugh, trapping animals, barbaric.
Isn't
not what
that
you
weird for you to say? You are a barbarian.
And you trap animals
I don't.
for food.
I
No,
hunt.
she
them, I don't
hunts. She
trap them.
hunts them.
Oh, that's true. Well,
I know what I said. I meant it.
What's this trap? Sorry, I missed the earlier description. Was this like a hunting trap, like set by a person?
Yeah, like a Team Rocket pit. Clearly, it was a trap that was made here by somebody, and the thylacine is going to have quite the problem getting out.
I mean, that's a pretty dangerous-looking creature. Maybe there's some people around who are trying to get rid of it.
They are known
Shit.
as, in so many words, they are known as boogeymen by, like, farmers across the region. They're pretty antisocial creatures. They don't even usually form packs. They when they give birth, the creatures are marsupials. They'll carry their young with them for a while, but then when they come of age, they split off, and then they only come together again, basically to mate.
Is there any clue of any, like, who may have set the trap? Any tracks or anything like that?
Not really.
Is
Um,
it badly wounded?
It definitely got hurt, and also it lacks the ability to climb out of a 20-foot pit. I'll leave this here so y'all can see what it looks like.
that is quite the maw.
Where did this?
In Discord.
Yeah.
Oh. Ooh. What I meant is is it like dying, or is it just?
It's not
Like,
dying. It will eventually. Unless somebody keeps feeding it, it will eventually die in the hole.
If we don't intend to rescue it, tame it, anything like that, it would be probably merciful to just put it out of its misery rather than let it starve to death.
IRL me wants someone to come up with some reason to help this thing, but I guess in character me, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
it almost eat Cal before someone threw meat
Just
at it?
growled.
Mostly
just
out of
growled.
fear. It was hurt.
Yeah.
It was scared, and then here comes a big ol' half elf tumbling down the hole.
I mean,
Yeah.
we've got some handle animal in the party, though. We could maybe train it to be, part of our guard.
I would-
City.
I would be okay if someone feels comfortable letting it out and letting it go and safely. All the power to you. Otherwise, I'm not gonna risk losing risk losing a hand.
This is a wild animal, but it being in a pit, unless somebody keeps feeding it, it's going to die eventually, and that's it. In my mind, that's not right. We should at least attempt to get it out somehow.
Well, the thing
That's
is,
good enough for me. Let's do it.
somebody put this pit here for a reason, specifically probably to get rid of this creature. So we might also want to consider what kind of damage this thing is capable of.
Well, did you miss the part where it mostly keeps to itself and it doesn't really bother human?
I did miss that.
More nature checks.
Well,
There.
That's the wrong one.
Minoru stands up and in common says, "Did you know a thylacine can extend its mouth?" So thylacines are, you'd put them in the same kind of category as you would like a mountain lion. They're
you spook them and they'll leave you alone.
yeah, usually, or I mean sometimes if they're hungry and
it will eat you.
you spook it, it'll attack you. As a fun fact, they can extend their jaws out to when they open them, they can open them up to 120 degrees. So that's real big.
It's horrifying.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
how
their
would we
stomachs
get it
can
out?
also distend, so when they eat, they usually they could
I mean,
gorge, like Kalira style gorge, for one big solid sitting and then not eat for a really long time. But yeah, no, they are usually, isolation is cowardly is the wrong word because they don't possess the brain power to know what coward means, but they'll avoid settlements, they'll avoid people.
How deep is the pit?
About 20 feet.
All right. So if you people want to let the damn thing out, we could just let it. I have a plan. Just to get this over with because this is stupid. Cal will look around. Does she see any large, maybe like a fallen tree or maybe just a tree that she could probably fell?
Knock a tree down?
That's right.
Yeah, there's a pretty sizable branch has come down, probably about 30 feet long. Big old
How long?
of trees, about 30 feet. It's
Okay.
some of the trees out here are really old.
Yeah. So Cal's gonna go over to it and look at Senia and say, "Come, give me a hand with this, huh?
Quick
Well,
question.
We'll throw it down there. It could climb its way up."
Quick question. How you said that it seemed injured? Is it are the injuries minor enough that it would heal on its own, or would it need healing, or it will just die of its injuries?
Yeah, no, it'll heal over time.
Okay. Just for our protection, we might consider also just putting out some, like a pile of meat for it, 'cause it's more likely to go for the easy food than for us. That way we don't have to worry about it redirecting out of hunger.
But if it goes for me, I'm cutting it in half.
I was just going to say I'll probably also recommend, because it's not sentient, it won't know, but we should all train our bows on it as it comes out. And if it goes away, then great.
If you all worried, you should all back away. I would suggest all of us to be around the pit.
I'm not too concerned about it being able to solo anyone. I think it's just a matter of whether it runs off or not.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I have medicine for days, so I just kind of like.
I mean, yeah.
I like Ionia's idea.
Okay.
That's
All right.
fun.
Tree trunk or branches it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we with Senia's help, Cal will try to slide the branch down kind of at an angle so that it reaches not quite at the very bottom of the pit, but maybe like a few feet up, so that it's enough of an angle that it could manage its way up.
Okay.
Not too steep,
Sure.
Hidden cost of Team Rocket pits.
Yeah.
This is what they don't show you on the anime.
They don't.
Well, I mean,
They usually blast away, so they blast off usually.
Accurate. Okay. So does anyone that happens? Does anyone want to throw a handle animal check at it?
oh yeah, I can do that.
I could, but I won't.
Oh,
Can't, so I won't.
Senia might be better, but I could maybe assist. I don't know about that.
And the pair of you are as the branch comes down, its thylacines are acrobatic enough that it can, some of them even in fact in different parts of the world, live in trees, and it hops its way up and it looks at you guys and it starts looking around, and the meat is presented and it stops and eats, and it kind of sniffs in the direction of the people rolling handle animal. It seems pacified.
Well, that was awesome. Good job, guys. This was very rewarding.
This is the best thing we've done.
Can we fill the pit so that nothing else falls in it?
Yeah, you could probably find enough stuff to put in the hole to fill the hole up. More tree branches.
I'll help with that.
Okie dokie. We assume resting happens there. Whoops, I used a red dot. That's confusing. Go to blue dot. And the
One day that thing is going to rush out of nowhere and save it.
What's this, Futurama?
No, it's Resident Evil 4, my dude.
Oh, Resident Evil 4 happened in that too.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking of the Griffin.
Pazuzu! Also good. I shouldn't say that too much, though. Okay, so then from there, it's another couple of days all told in travel to go back to the house, basically. Is that what you guys want to do?
We didn't explore here yet, did we?
Right.
Or here.
Those two.
Okay.
Yeah, we were going to get these two on the way back.
I should not have deleted that map. That was on me. Okay, fair enough. So then it takes you a couple days worth of here and, whoops, here. I need my marker. All right, there. I'll save us a little bit of time. Boom, bang. They're both empty. 2 days pass. And on the 19th of the
But my
Moshin,
perception check.
You said these two are both empty?
yeah, this square, whoops, this square right here and this square right here.
Oh, did we do this one?
Yes, this was where you guys went from here to here to here.
Okay, so there's nothing in this one. The pit trap was in this one. Nothing here, nothing here.
Right. So that journey has showed you the den of a boggard, who has run from his tribe, a crossing of the Skunk River, and you've befriended a thylacine. The thylacine doesn't follow you. Once you guys go away, it probably can just shovel all of that food into its mouth if its jaw can distend 120 degrees. Jeez, that's
Yeah,
like...
wasted my best perception check all day.
And then off it goes.
It's out there, though. A
Mhm.
watchful protector.
We're never going to see it again.
Oh, you'll see it all the time.
Munching on a fairy dragon, so hopefully.
Anyway, y'all make it back to
If
the
only.
back home. At that point, Oleg and Svetlana have made it over here as well. They seem to have taken
Oh,
all of their worldly possessions, and it looks like those catapults have been wheeled down.
oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
Bakken and the mercenaries report that the road extends from the Stag Lord's fort right under the old sycamore, right next to the gold vein and the moon radishes. Well, whoops. I got a little squirrely there. And down past the moon radishes to make a straight line to Oleg's. Abadar is pleased.
Perfect. So
Seriously,
yeah,
please.
whenever the forces of Brevoy decide to burn us to the ground, they have a perfectly paved road to get to us.
Yeah, Tibor already made that joke like 2 hours ago.
Yeah,
But thanks.
jeez.
I'm just reiterating.
It's cool. It's cool.
Cool.
All right.
He's giving him credit, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
And the time y'all have been gone, the graveyard is complete in and of the fact that it's just kind of this part of land is where the bodies will go. And Keston has been, he's been buried, and there's
He called
like,
first.
a stick that has been into the ground to mark it. Same with
Should
the
be called the
kobolds.
Keston
God.
Memorial Cemetery.
The Keston-
What?
Keston Memorial.
Keston Memorial Cemetery.
the Keston Garris Memorial Cemetery.
Oh, yeah,
It is
yeah,
for
Garris.
Yeah.
The
I'm
garrison.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quick
I'm down. I'm down for
necromancy.
that.
You could probably double down on a lot of kingdom buildings if y'all want to get real cool about necromancy real fast. Everything's a graveyard. Summon the dead. They will mine the silver.
We do
Ooh.
need some miners for the gold vein.
Yeah, indeed. On that note, the soot scales have left to go back to their cave to begin a mining operation.
Sweet.
And making more kobolds, because that's what they do.
Yeah. Repopulating for the winter.
Rats, man. I'm telling you.
Well, what now, team? There's still definitely plenty of squares out there that have yet to be
Yeah.
explored.
I think the next expedition should head out to that bridge that what was it, a fjord that we found? Whatever that is. That crossing?
Nettles Crossing had a
Nettles
bridge.
Crossing, but the one in the woods.
Right there is
Oh.
a bunch of sandbars, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say
That's-
we hop up those sand barges and get the rest of this forest done.
Yeah, that way is probably where we'll run into Frogo's tribe.
Maybe.
And we can end those demon-worshipping bastards rightly.
Once and
Do
for
we
all.
want to- do we
Why'd
wanna
you have to
do
put
it?
rightly at it? And it was great until you said that.
I'm gonna have to re-up this map and get all of the map of the sandbox of this adventure, so y'all could actually do that. If the plan was we're gonna go hunt boggards, I'd have to. Okay, theater of the mind. Here we go. Let me read a book I haven't looked at yet. Ho ho.
Got him.
So a day passes. Y'all arrive
What?
at the fort, unless anyone had anything else they wanted to do here.
Is that legit what we're doing? I know that was... I'm
Wait,
down,
what are we
but-
doing?
I guess
Yeah,
I
I-
guess I heard something and assumed. That's my bad.
Yeah, I called out a plan and no one objected, so the demon was like straight.
I agreed.
My players have a plan in the
Wait,
first
what's
2 minutes.
the plan is to go all the way back to...
to cross here.
Do that crossing
find-
and then and to just explore the rest of the forest, not to find the
Oh, okay. As
So-
long as that's not the
Not to
deliberate
jump to an
objective.
encounter that's several books ahead in a much higher CR.
Yeah.
Y'all can take it to
Are
a
we-
level cleric, right? You got this.
Are we planning on exploring this area up here that we haven't touched?
I would imagine so. But we need to get on that. Everything's on like that side of the river, so we should cross that side of the river.
Our world
And
got
that's-
flipped, turned upside down.
Don't do oh
Sorry.
Yeah. Oleg's used to be base camp, and now base camp is all the way down here.
Base camp is in basically enemy territory. This time I won't delete that. We'll leave that there. It's so helpful.
that's a crazy map.
So a day
I
passes.
sound right on the last part.
Y'all make your way over. Let me get survival checks real quick, actually, as you get to like closer to the edge of the place.
Survival. Wait, why do I have this gun?
Because you're a dude.
I've been training it too. Like,
You have?
It's
Yeah.
not the worst thing.
You don't have anything else to put points in? Is that how that works?
I don't know why it's. I don't have appraisal, but I have survival. I don't know what's going.
Well, you are wisdom based. Okay, so of all the people in the
yeah.
world, it is in fact Arcturus that finds. As you guys are making your way towards those islets, there are a couple of sizable. They almost look like giant snake tracks.
Giant snake tracks?
But that's not necessarily the most.
Oh, man.
You find bits and pieces of like scales, like bright green scales that would be behind. Actually, these guys aren't nature. These guys are Arcana checks.
Oh, man.
Oh boy.
I will tireless logic that.
Alrighty.
A little better.
Who am I missing? Jamming everybody
amazing.
on the board here. And some of the tokens are bigger or smaller than others. We'll fix that in a sec. Okay, so let's see here. They're probably, yeah. Okay, so Ionia, these are the tracks of what are known as, coming at us all the way from Celtic mythology.
An
Tatzel.
Ouroboros. Oh.
Not quite that. Ouroboros are like CR25. We don't want to.
Right?
They are in fact the tracks of true dragons. They're thought to be like distant primeval cousins of, say, like chromatic metallics branched off a bajillion years ago, and they're about as big as you guys. So they're not like as terrifying as some of their bigger cousins. But
What did you say? They were about as big as what?
about as big as you guys.
Okay.
They are not quite as sentient as a true dragon either, and they are very strict carnivores that spend most of their time hiding, and then they come out to eat, and then they go back to wherever their nest is. Much like a thylacine, the Tatzel worms are used as sort of like local boogeymen. If someone goes missing in the night, it's often said that a Tatzel worm came and got them.
Do they hoard treasure like dragons?
Not really, but you would expect to find a nest.
We should be on our guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied. As I read the stat block for Tatzel worms is weird. Yes, they are. They will hoard treasure.
Let's go find
we should hunt
them.
them down.
Yeah, let's go find that nest.
All of a sudden, his interest is piqued.
Indeed.
Minoru, find them.
Minoru's got scent. Okay. So let me
Dog.
scale everybody to the board really quickly.
But what are you all talking about? You want to go track down some monsters?
Some oversized lizards, or oversized snakes. Nothing to be worried of. We've killed oversized.
I'm not worried.
Frog.
I'm not worried. I'm just trying to make sure all of you are, because this seems very odd for some of you, especially this one, the witch.
I think her eyes just lit up at the sound of treasure.
Yeah,
That's
she's. I don't think
That's
she.
exactly. I like things. I like things a lot.
Yes. Okay.
We are living in a material adventure path.
Like, I'm a material girl.
She's
Alright.
like.
I
This is an
don't
odd throwback,
see the
but
point.
she's like a what's her face from One Piece? Can't think of the character's name.
I
Come
don't
on.
know, because One Piece is dumb and I don't watch it.
Yep.
There it is. The room turns against you just like that.
That's because you guys watch the anime. It's all about the manga.
I believe it. Well, there
Oh.
y'all are. There's obviously going to need to be some swimming and jumping and things like that to get across the.
I know
the
Asker's
islets
against
there.
this.
Ooh, I
Please,
got
Asker's staying true.
acrobatics.
You certainly could.
How
I'm not
wide?
doing that.
Asker pointed out these tracks, and now we're on a monster hunt. He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what happened.
All right, so let me just see. We got this
Like, I'm pointing
river.
out these tracks so we avoid this.
Mm-hmm.
Down here looks to be the safest, or over here. Probably over here.
So you don't want to do cartwheels over it, you sure?
I mean, I could make it. I'm not
Sure.
worried.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't be able to.
There's a cliff on that north side.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the safest. I think the east side would probably be safer.
Then scaling that cliff, yeah.
Correct.
For some of the people here, probably.
Mhm.
I mean, you're assuming I'm going at all, and it's likely I'm.
You're not gonna come.
Arthur,
No.
Have Ladar be with you.
see you back at the stronghold.
I'm
You're
not.
gonna-
I
you're gonna
literally.
leave
I
Keone?
don't have the skill to get across these ways safely, and I'm also just. I think this is a big waste of time. So
Then you can carry it.
Here.
it's not like there's something pressing.
I take out a rope. I'm like, here, just tie this around your waist, and then I'll tie the other end to mine. You'll be fine.
I'm not.
All right. Well, for those of us who want to explore this opportunity, we should plan our crossing. Can I use a perception check to see where the safest,
Yeah, if you would.
where the current would be like least bad? Rip me.
Rip you.
I got you.
Okay, so you can tell as you guys go looking around, Ionia, the current is bad, but there's only about a 5-foot jump there to get across, and then from there, this appears to be some kind of ruined structure. The current has pulled a lot of it into nothingness, so it's hard to say what it was, but there's enough like solid stuff there damming the river that you could move through. But more importantly, you do notice in the middle of the islet, I'll go ahead and take him off the GM layer, I suppose. One of the creatures seems to be sunning itself.
Seems to be what?
Sunning.
Sunning.
Oh, cute.
What?
Oh, that's so adorable. Let's go kill it.
So, Vilmaya, now that you see the unholy creature before you, do you still feel like this is not your duty to destroy it?
Why is this my? There's no.
I don't know.
Nothing
I don't know how
unholy
you
about
work.
that creature. There's nothing. There's no
Don't-
reason to be doing anything.
Treasure spoils.
So you're doing this on the off chance that they have accumulated something we can. You're gonna wade this river and fight these creatures on this little island on the off chance that maybe one of them has accumulated something we could.
Well,
It's
the next
also
one.
the only crossing of the Skunk River that you found so far.
So, I mean,
Oh,
we
that's
have to-
right. This is the Skunk River.
Yeah,
I don't want to go
yes.
anywhere near this river.
And this is the
What the-
crossing where we found.
The water's nice.
So we can either turn back and go home, or if we want to continue, we got to pass through this crossing anyway. We might as well.
What
you
I'm
know,
what
get
I'm
something
hearing,
out of it.
Vilma, is you'd like me to tie you to my back. I
Can
could
you
maybe
piggy-
fashion you a
piggyback?
harness from this rope. I'm pretty good at harnesses.
Meanwhile, Ioni is just walking away, like doo doo doo. Cal and Ioni just kind of lead.
Shit, let me show you my knot work. Here, Vilma. Let me show you my knot work. Spread your legs.
Oh, Achilles
No.
is stuck on my shirt. Oh, buddy. Oh, okay,
Oh.
hold on. Whoop, whoa there.
Whoa,
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 whoa. There's a surprise round. Stop there. But there are two more of them. They were doing a hide. I rolled in.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
You guys didn't see them, so I'll just go ahead and they'll do their thing. It's a surprise round, so they have a move or a standard, not both. But 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, good enough. And if we can roll for initiative.
Oh boy!
This is great. I gotta to do the thing.
I need to take these kobolds off the initiative. And these mercs. The mercs show up right now and they say, wait, you need help. We will fight them. JK.
Oh, that's lucky. I thought I rolled without selecting my token, but for some reason I had him selected for another purpose.
Or just in there twice.
I have to remember to do that. I keep forgetting.
I forget all the time too. Now I gotta go back because I never cleared the initiative. An 11.
I like how me and Esker are the highest.
Mm-hmm.
I got a piece of silk rope and a noose. Like I'm trying to like force his leg under it. Like look
guys,
over my
we gotta
shoulder.
go.
And like oh shit.
So we keep the 24 from Kalira. Chief Soot Scale go away. As much as I was hoping he
Soot Scale around here?
Yeah, he
just
shows
bursts out of
up
the
like a
tree.
champion.
For the Soot Scales! Charges in. Dies a miserable death.
I had a feeling you would need my help.
You always need me. I am the GMPC, Chief Soot Scale. No, I do a lot of things. GMPCs are not one of them. And that's because
I am always with you.
may the Soot Scales always be with you. We got a 12, we got a dirty 20, we got a 14, and we'll set it to the Skending. The surprise round is over. Kalira and Arcturus, in fact, on the other side of the board, are first.
So I hear the sounds of these creatures coming out of the brush and look over. Oh, well, looks like you all coming with us, eh? And I kind of just toss my rope at him and then start running off. I don't know how much distance I know I can't get there, but I guess if I do the dash thing, I could get over there, right? It's like triple speed, or does that have to be that has to be in a straight line, right?
Got to be in a straight line. And a straight line for you would put you in the water.
Right. So I gotta go like up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
How do you do these arrows?
You gotta click on the ruler icon. It's right beneath the magnifying glass.
Oh, holy crap.
Whole new world.
How have you been measuring the like your ranges?
I've just been
Counting
asking and
squares?
saying, is
Oh.
each square 5, and then counting it, but now that
Counting.
there's brush covering the squares.
I can get her right about. Whoops! You gotta switch it back to the. Is that correct, Liam?
I believe so.
30 feet.
Mhm.
And yeah. I guess I'll chuck a javelin.
Sure.
Hell yeah, you can get. He's in Javi range.
Okay, so
Whip.
without precise shot, the -4
Oh shit! For him.
means you barely miss Cassidia. You also miss the tassel worm.
Get out of my way!
Hey,
Shorty.
watch where you throw that thing.
Your antlers are all up in the.
And Arcturus.
Oh, wait. I have to switch between. Alright, moving over here, and then I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay, sounds good.
We are blessed. Hail Abadar.
#blessed. Meanwhile, I'm gonna try to
50-foot range. Holy shit.
50-foot radius, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so we're gonna attack Minoru. Minoru is flat-footed. The Tadzelworm comes slither running out of the tree line. Could do a bite. And
Oh my
13 to
God.
confirm against Minoru's flat-footed.
Dog is 8.
Probably double hit. Give me a sec.
Ate the dog in one shot.
No, flat footed
What?
is 50.
Fair enough.
Almost.
So,
Swallowed the dog.
11 points of damage. And then
This dog might actually need to be nerfed. I feel like nothing hits it.
I mean, I hit it. I rolled an 8 to confirm, which is about what you expect. Then I've got over the doggo's CMD, and to be honest with you, the reason Minoru has a buff is because things like Warcats, Allosauruses, T-Rexes, there's animal companions can often be better than the party, which is why I love them. But a 14 over Minoru's combat maneuver defense minus dexterity.
CMD is 24.
And
Oh, minus dexterity is 5, so 19.
So it bites in and it hurts, but it can't quite establish a grab with its two little foreclaws and Kato.
And you said 11 points of damage?
Yep, 11 points of piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing.
Trying to take it back.
Did you say my name as in you're attacking?
Yeah, like you're up.
Oh, I'm up.
Yeah.
Oh, I go
Wanted
before
to parry and repose.
Yeah.
I should have attacked the flat-footed Kato. It would have ended up so much better, but...
Nah, I would have riposted you. You'd be dead.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
All right. My turn. Yeah.
Man. Side note, I don't know something going on with my sheet, but for whatever reason, like I lowered my ability check to 2 from 3, but none of my skills changed. Is that normal or is that messed up?
I'm not sure.
You lowered. Wait, what?
Because I decided to just throw on that masterwork hide armor. Throw that on there.
Mm.
Sweet.
So you're saying you made your armor check penalty go down, but
Because
didn't
yeah,
change
by
any
1,
skills.
right? So it should be like it was -3, so now it should be -2 because it's masterwork, correct?
Right.
Did you edit that in your?
And I edited it in my sheet in the armor, the AC item section.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Interesting.
Well, let's
Still
see here.
getting -3 on all my stuff.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Cancel that. No. I tried to hit climb on your sheet to see how it would read it. Well, now I can't close it. We'll look at it later.
The curse of the sweet. All right, that's fine. Sorry, Kato.
Nah, that's cool. So I'm gonna take a 5-foot step
Sure.
around there because I don't want to get flanked by 2 snakes.
No, you don't.
I learned my lessons. I'm going
Did you
to
know?
draw my weapon as my move action and enter my crane style as a swift and then make an attack.
Man, I thought you only had like one move you could do in this game, but
Right?
not if you're Kato. 8.
What do you mean?
Have a move action, a
Move?
standard action, a swift action, an instant action, a counter action.
Those are called the
Counter.
actions. Actions. No
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's do fight defensively, power attack on the snake in front of me.
16 hits, 12 points of slashing damage.
Hacha.
Alrighty, hacha.
Wow, you're Samurai Jack now.
Well, I got new. I have this newfound confidence now that Mr. Goblin Eldori was like, "Yeah, you're in. You can join the club." I'm like, "Damn right." That's me.
Gonna try
That
to
didn't
move
offset the humbling experience you had during the Stag Lord fight.
It did
Yeah.
a little bit.
there. This
That's
Tadzelworm,
forgotten. That's already forgotten, Oscar.
you guys see as the Tadzelworm makes its way down the sandbar, this, like, where that brown stuff is a straight, like, 80-degree angle down, and it seems to be able to climb along it with no problem and swim through the water easily enough. And then it's gonna try to attack Kato.
I will not allow such a thing to happen.
Okay.
Get flanked, Kato.
Ooh, rip me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can roll a 4. I can roll a 4 to attack.
Sometimes
All right,
you
well, I
roll
guess-
for attack.
Sometimes you roll a 4.
Indeed.
Now that
And-
still goes. That still goes on my AC though, right?
Yeah, would a 20 hit you?
You're now grappled. It drags you into the water. When you drop it.
Well, 20 misses anyway, I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
20 misses anyway.
Okay.
that
so
would
then
be some shit.
I think the snake needs almost a crit to hit.
I can believe
Like
it.
almost a natural 20 to hit me.
What's my
silly
intelligence
snake.
score again? My intelligence score is not good enough to know to flank, so I don't flank. As this one bites and you can't quite block its teeth with your, I almost said your rapier, with your dueling sword, you are able to dodge out of the way of its fangs, and you kind of like go into a 3-point landing and you look behind you. And the second one would also like to bite you.
Yeah, go for it. I won't try to stop this one. Fuck.
But a 14
Does
doesn't
not confirm.
cockiness.
I said you pretty much need a natural 10 to hit me.
5 points of damage, and a
CMD.
+9 for a grapple. Then I fail to beat your CMD. It bites, but you slide out of the way, and it does not establish a hold. Osenia.
I'm not like this snake right here. That's like 5 feet away from me, right?
Yeah.
So I technically don't have my Masterwork Grancer anymore. I have to like update my weapons. I haven't had a chance to do that.
Sure.
So I'm gonna fight with my short.
From a Masterwork to a +1, the only difference would be a +1 to damage.
Okay, so just add a +1 to damage when I hit rolls. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, if I can do that, then I'm gonna So if I move here, that's gonna be within 10 feet, right?
Yep, you got it.
Okay, so I'll do like a 5-step kind of back to get in range of my reach weapon, and I will do a power.
You got it.
Wait, are we flanking?
Yes.
You continue your attack, just keep in mind that we're flanking. What's the point there?
I would pay big money for a virtual tabletop that would, when flanking happens, it like indicates it somehow in the like overlay. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Probably have to have some sort of snap too for the map though, which could be kind of awkward.
And then I would just make my own map, or not make my own maps, but I could get it without the grid. The thing is, like, trying to make Roll20's grid match always makes it real weird.
Yeah.
A 12 does hit. Swinging at that
Oh.
flat-footed.
Mm-hmm.
All these things are babies.
14,
Flat-footed.
14 piercing damage. You stab it real good. It's mostly just angry. And Yodia.
I'm going to cast shield on myself.
Okay. Would you like to cast defensively?
That just means I can't move, right?
That would mean you're a psychic caster. So that would be you could take a move action to center yourself, and then you would cast it defensively, and you would roll a d20 plus 10. You'd roll a concentration check at DC 17. If you don't take the move action to center yourself as a psychic caster, I think it's the thought component. And I have a group here in Kansas City that when I said thought component would have found that really funny. Thank you all for not laughing at me.
Well, you're kind of cutting in and out, so I'm catching like 2 out of 3 words.
I think what I did, I
got
might have turned down I'll turn this up a little. Now I should come through a little better. But, doop-a-doo, there it is. Okay, so. Okay, so
I didn't exactly.
Here. As a psychic caster, you have logic components and thought components. A thought component means that the DC for any concentration check increases by 10. So you'd be looking at a 27, or take a move action, and it would be the normal DC of 17.
Okay. Well, never mind that then. I'm going to. Can Minoru and I switch places?
Yeah, you technically could do a 5-foot step.
And that'd be considered my movement, not my action.
Right.
Okay. And then he will bite. And does the bleed add like his strength or anything to that, or is it just the straight D4? I wasn't sure about that.
Just a D4.
Okay, that's what I thought. So 8 damage, 2 bleed if 13 hits.
Yep, sure does.
And fuck it, I'll just attack too.
Okay. A 10, unfortunately, does not quite get there.
Of course it doesn't.
And Kalira.
So, Kalira's just gonna run straight for that snake and try to lop its head off. She's gonna rage and charge and power attack.
Sounds good. Well, you don't confirm, but if you'd like to flavor it.
Sure. So Kalira, yeah, she just runs full speed, battle cry, and she just gives it one good home run type swing, lops its head straight off. It goes flying one way. The body kind of slumps over. Its blood running through the river down to its cohorts.
Okay. Okay, dude. Settle down.
You don't like that?
Anything else you want to detail?
Really enjoyed
Oh,
that.
please.
Yeah, Esker's cuckles are. That end my turn.
And it's on Arcturus.
Oh. What am I doing?
Getting out that old gun.
Detect
I
magic.
had that gun now.
Bow gun. Get out the old crossbow. Get out the. What you can do with that crossy.
Probably hit Ioni.
It's fine. This guy down here, he ain't doing nothing. Clear shot to the guy down south.
I don't think I've ever once hit anything with an arrow.
I believe in you, dude. I believe
First
in
time
you.
for everything.
We all believe in you.
Oh boy. Alright. I guess I could go like.
Oh, also Cal is there.
She feels like she vanquished the creature. I have vanquished the creature.
Move there, and then I'll fire off. It's just a waste of a bolt.
Get him.
You'll
Get
bust
him.
this.
It's Schrodinger's natural 20.
He's gonna crit.
Schrodinger's natural 20.
It's always a 20.
Dead in a box somewhere. Just a melted D20 that got left in the sun too long.
Is
I'm
this
sad
even
now.
right?
Hey!
And with,
Huh?
with a -4, unless you have precise shot, it does miss.
Oh, right, because it's engaged.
Mm-hmm. But you did
Oh.
roll well. Kato.
Wonderful.
Max damage.
All right.
I'm gonna throw this thing away.
The dog bit this one, right?
I believe.
Okay.
Oh no, the dog bit the one that is now dead.
Damn. Is this the one I did slashing damage to already?
Yeah.
That's the wounded one. Okay. I'll take a 5-foot step back to where I was before.
Okay.
Next to good old doggo. And time to finish off this ugly snake.
$22 hits, 11 damage, still standing.
I'm still standing.
And I will also 5-foot step and go for dinner. Would Kato like to parry?
Absolutely. Ba, ba, ba.
19 versus my 9. Yep.
All right. Time to finish him off. Wait, was it the same one or was this a different? This was the different one.
This is
Oh,
different.
well. No big deal.
26 definitely hits, 15 points of solution damage, and then the next one is going to
I'll
basically
just chop it.
do the same. This one will attack you.
Yeah. So I can parry again, but I cannot riposte again, correct? If I'm willing to spend another.
As long as you
Another
have
point to
1
do
point
so.
at the Nash, yeah.
I have 1 left. So I don't think I want to spend it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh my.
A 16 to confirm.
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
When you do the hard part of the AP and then you level and then you come clean up the rest of the stuff that I thought you might find earlier, 5 damage
All right.
and
Rip.
a 27 over Kato's CMD.
My CMD's only 16. Howie.
Owie. So this
So I'm grappled.
you are, and just check in this turn. Okay, yep. So Kato blocks. It's basically the same story. Is knock the Tadzelworm's mouth aside and slice at it, and then the second one comes and bites like behind your neck and is able to wrap itself around Kato's body. And Senia.
So I'd like.
Which one has
Sorry.
Kato grappled?
This one here.
The close one.
Okay.
There you go.
So how does insightful shot work on the helmet?
Insightful shot on the helmet.
Just declare you're using it, and they become flat-footed against your shot.
I believe
Okay.
that is exactly correct. I'll let me go back and re-grab it to be double sure here. Alrighty. Activating you can use it 3 times a day. Activating this ability is a free action, and once activated, your next range attack against a target within 30 feet is made as if the target were flat-footed to you.
Okay, so I'd like to activate that,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my composite longbow on this one.
Okay.
Oof. I mean, I guess the flat-footed probably makes up for the -4, possibly.
That the negative.
And the helmet glows.
The helmet glows. 15 against my flat. That does hit for 7 points of piercing damage. Not quite dead, but it's not looking good. And I think it goes to Ionia.
Okay, I will run up here by Kato. Well, actually, I'm going to cast Shield first,
Okay.
and then I'll do that. And Minoru will run around to a flanking position on the same one that has Kato grappled, and he's going to bite him.
And if you'd like to flavor it.
Ooh. As Minoru runs around, he bites the creature in its own neck, causing it to release Kato from its grasp, and he just kind of starts whipping it around like it's a dog toy until its body falls limp, and then he lays down and doms on it a couple times.
Good enough for me. On to Kalira.
All right. Yeah. Kalira will just wrap around this way, do a little helix ellipsis around, and she'll go ahead and hit him with the power attack.
And a 25 hits for if you'd like to flavor it.
All
Rocket
right.
tag.
So, yep. Before Cal runs off, she looks back at Vilmeyer or Arturus and goes, Vilmeyer, you see what that snake is doing? I was going to do that with you in the world. You would have enjoyed it. And then she runs up, and then she just rams her blade right down into the open and waiting mouth of the snake. Blade goes up through its skull and out the other side. She kind of turns to the dog and Kato and go, "What took you guys so long to kill these things?"
I mean, we did soften them up for you.
No.
You didn't even touch the one.
No, he got like some minimal riposte damage on the one.
No, I didn't.
Minimal.
Cal didn't touch the one.
I did 15. I did 15 to one and something else to the other. I don't remember. I just have to scroll up to find it. But
This is a pretty clutch shield, though.
Was indeed.
yeah.
In any case, combat is over. The
People would have
Tazworms are
died
slain.
without it.
I'm tired.
Now you're tired.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that was fun. That was a nice. I got the blood pumping.
My
Now
javelin.
Did it?
let's go find our spoils that these.
Yeah,
things-
let's see this amazing treasure.
So that's
I
a
go.
5-foot jump if y'all want to make an acrobatics check or a swim check.
Cal goes back and picks up her javelin.
And Kato is. It's not hard. Hop. Minoru is good as well. Senia is
failed
able
check.
to swim. The river is pretty fast here, but good enough.
And before Vilmeyer jumps in there, Vilmeyer, if you're sure, I could toss you across.
Mm-hmm. This is exactly what I did.
Oh, there she goes.
Of course, it's.
Yeah, Ione.
Bye, bitch.
Whether it's bear traps or river crossings.
The river's real fast, and Ionia does probably. Make another swim check.
Make another swim check?
Yeah. And Ionia does go under.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no!
What's
Oh,
Ionia's
okay.
constitution score?
Swimming in the wrong direction. It's 14.
Okay, so then that means you have double that, basically. Make another swim check. What do you add?
Can I?
Oh gosh. Yeah, Ionia is 2, 3, 4.
Can I ask her? Can your character give me a little help here? And, while I go
In the haste
out
department.
I can guidance you, yeah.
I'm just gonna
This
just.
is exactly why I didn't want to just.
I'm gonna. I mean, I could have threw her over too. I'm going to try. I'm going to try to run on land until I get to a point that's close to her, and then I'm gonna try to jump in and swim and
Okay,
see if I can catch her
make a swim check.
like that. This is what the guidance give me.
+1.
+1. And Kalira is able to dive in, pull Ionia up from the surface of the water.
Why do I have to keep saving the witch? And then I'm gonna swim. I'm gonna swim.
The water in Cal's face.
I'm gonna swim across here.
Okay.
And
And can you
that's
make a climb check? The sandbar there is enough that you have to, like, pull yourself up.
sure. Would you just wait for me to help you?
She tries to like. She's like.
Good
She was
me.
like, "It's okay. I got this now. Thanks for pulling me out."
Both
And
of
then
you
whoop,
go
back into the river.
water. If both of you can make swim checks.
Oh my god! I'm gonna go make my way over there.
And both of you are not. The Skunk River here is a little faster, and both of you go under, and down you go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shit. I don't.
Everyone has guidance at this point. Whoever needs guidance has guidance.
I don't have. Like, I'm at a negative on swim checks.
All right. I guess I'm jumping in the water, back in the water.
Okay, make swim checks. And Senia, you can grab your choice, either or.
Well,
Oh, shit.
What do you like better?
Farther down you go. Ionia!
Ionia is closer, so I'm just gonna go grab her.
And
She's
Ionia
also the
is-
most helpless.
Yeah, for sure.
Cal might be able to right herself at some point, but Ione is doomed if you don't get her.
Oh wait, could Minoru be helping?
Sure. And
defeat-
Minoru's good. Minoru dives in and is able to grab somebody. Also, it's probably... it's not dark on my end. It's darker in the city now. I just assumed it'd be super dark where I am. But my monitors are powerful. And Minoru can dive in. And one more swim check from Minoru and Senia. Oh, Minoru.
Oh,
What about me?
And yeah. Oh, Senia. Okay, so Ionia and Cal both too, please. Bork. 15, 20. So I guess what happens
Bork.
there is Senia, Ionia, and Minoru, all three, get caught up in the current, but Kalira does not. Who's saving?
I guess I'm grabbing the witch again.
Alrighty. So then swim checks from the three, everyone who's not the witch.
My goodness.
This is a comedy of errors.
Minoru can pull Minoru's self up. Where I need to see one from Kalira. Or was that 24 the one? It was, wasn't it?
what's up?
No, it wasn't. Just trying to find all the swim checks in the long line of swim checks.
Yeah.
Get one from Kalira real quick. The 24 was the one that caught you, I think. Or was it? No, it wasn't at all. Okay, so then Hop.
Yeah.
Hop. 5, it said 15, 20. Senia goes farther downstream. The three of you end up on the sandbar.
Can I try to throw a rope to run out and try to throw a rope to her to maybe help?
Yeah, sure. Make a ranged attack.
Ranged attack, interesting. Just chucking the rope at her.
See how on target you are. Yeah.
Tie a rope to a javelin, go. 10 is the
Would have been
DC.
better.
10 gets there. Sedia can grab the rope.
Almost hit her last time I threw a javelin. I should have done that.
Yeah, you've got the targeting down real good. Okay, so then climb checks from Minoru and Ionia.
Oh boy.
Minoru gets back up.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Gotta go back to see what I let. I think it's a 15. Yeah, back in the water. Swim check from Ionia.
Oh my god.
Fortunately, you guys are coming up in such a way that you're able to catch your rope.
I'm here. Can I throw her? I also have rope. Can I throw her a rope?
Yeah, you can.
All right, ranged attack.
Ranged attack. Good enough.
Just
Grabbing onto ropes are you two. And then a climb check from Senia. Senia makes it. Senia's back onto the sandbar.
Oh, do I?
The 19 was fine.
Oh, okay.
And a climb check from Ionia.
Do I get a bonus for the rope?
The DC is much lower. And you make it up.
it probably is that. The DC is probably that.
I'm gonna yell across over at Arturus. Villamaya, what are you doing over there?
Watching a bunch of morons.
Hey, speak for yourself. I made it with no difficulty.
You should have been over here a while ago.
Ionia starts wringing her hair out and looks back at Arturus and she's like, "Aren't you supposed to be protecting me or something?"
Maybe if you didn't make such stupid decisions, that would be a lot easier.
You should all just let me throw you places. This would be fun. It would be way more fun for me, at least.
Like, oh, I don't know how to swim. I'm really crap at it, and I'm also not very acrobatic. I think I'll just try and jump over this, like someone who's been training their entire life to be good at this. I can do it just as well as he can, right?
I got my rope. I got my silk rope out, and then go, see, Vilmaya, it comes in handy.
We had to cross there.
Should have took the rope when you had the chance.
Watch what we can do. Hey, someone throw me a rope over here.
Sure, I'll throw you a rope.
And a
There you
climb
go.
check from Arturus.
Well, I want to get the rope first.
Of course.
Do I roll my range, man?
Oh, yeah. Good enough.
Easy peasy.
Chuck the rope at your chest.
All right, now I'm climbing this rope.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for God's sake. All right, I'm going to tie this around me in some fashion.
It's probably smart.
If I fail, if I slip and go into this water, you'll be able to pull me up.
Should let me make the knot, though.
All right. pull the rope back and make the knot.
Kalira swims across, ties it around you, swims across again.
Are we good?
You've
I
got
gotta
this.
climb.
Yeah,
Climb.
come on. Come
Just
on.
tie it around me. I want to be clear because I know my skills, and climbing is not one.
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
Yeah, we
you'll be
tied it
fine.
around you. I tied it around you. You're fine.
There. Oh,
Unfortunately, a 3 is not enough.
That's
And-
fine. I'm in the water. Now pull me. See, this is why we plan around our weaknesses. We don't
Yes.
just say. "Ah."
Okay, let me have a CMB, I guess, from
CMB?
Kalira. Yeah.
Can I get +2 for powerful maneuvers?
Yeah, that's what it would do. Unfortunately, you don't. Actually, you would fail by 5 or more against the water's DC of 20. Or is that?
Does it
Am
full
I looking
hit,
at
man?
16?
Yeah, 16.
Okay, so then, the rope slips out of your hands, but you don't go in the water.
Slips out of my hands, but what?
But Kalira doesn't fall in the water. But Arcturus, make a swim check.
Well, I thought I had you.
So stupid.
Well, we just let him go.
Yep. Jeez.
The rope trails down under the water somewhere as Arcturus drops.
Do you think he still has my rope?
you can see it trailing behind.
I might have some rope.
Kato has a rope. I'll snatch the rope that Kato had in his hand. I'll throw it out the where Alturas, where I could follow the trail of the rope.
Okay.
Throw it. Look at that precision.
Yeah, I'm right in the forehead with it.
Nailed it.
Take off the mask. I was trying to get him to take it off.
What am I rolling here?
You grab it, make a climb check.
Jesus.
So you get this. Oh my god!
Damn.
He gets this. You guys are making the best Instagram story ever. I wanna point that out.
Man, guidance yourself just for the luck of anything else.
The Tatzelford has been a cruel, cruel mistress. As Arcturus grabs the rope and it just runs right through his hands. And if you can make a swim check, and down he goes 20 feet.
Man.
Oh boy. Does this mean Cal's going back into the water?
No,
Can I
no,
throw-
he just moved. He
I'm
moved
gonna-
20 feet, but
I'm gonna throw my rope at him.
Okay, sure. And it misses.
Yeah.
I'll throw mine.
I took yours. But you have another one.
When did
Yeah,
you take
another
my
one.
rope?
I just said, I was like, cause you were just standing over the rope, so I just snatched it because I was in a hurry. I'll throw it again.
God damn it.
Kalira gets it. And a climb check from Arcturus. And
Hey.
so it was.
Oh my god.
No one died to the Tatzelford.
As he comes out of the water, I'm just gonna look at him and say, "Some impressive planning."
We plan to cover our weaknesses. Whoop!
Not bad, priest. Not bad. You did better than the witch in any way. Let me get that.
that's-
Let me get that. Let me get that rope off you. It's expensive.
That's an expensive rope.
Silk rope.
It is so.
My
I'm
favorite
not saying a word
session.
to any of these people.
Sessions are when we're just doing like the most mundane things and getting our asses kicked.
This guy's got that wet cat face.
The mask becomes the mask of a wet cat.
I'm like,
It's just
that,
a rope.
Vilma, if you want, you can take the mask off. Maybe you can make it dry off, or no? Okay.
Let's look for goodies.
Yeah, that's why we came here.
That's why we risked drowning.
Find a nest.
You found a bunch of eggs.
Nothing psychically significant. But with the perception check. Oh, yes, indeed. There are a lot of goodies here. You didn't think I'd almost drown you in a river and not reward you for it. So,
I mean,
I
maybe.
wanted there to be nothing here, if I'm honest.
just you actually find a reflect. No, I'm kidding. Right about where Senya is standing, there is a corpse that has lodged in that improvised dam, if you will.
Nice and bloated.
Indeed, and also wearing a suit of +1 scale mail.
Ooh.
I wear scale mail, fork it over.
Whoa.
It also has a masterwork cold iron longsword, and
Give that to Kalira.
Why? She uses two-handers.
Yeah.
Longsword's two-handed.
Okay,
That's
who's
what I
taking
thought.
what now?
Or maybe it is.
Arcturus, what did you take?
I want
Scale
the
mail?
+1 scale mail.
in general is some, and yes, the statue of the monk is exactly how it's described. That is there. In worth of like non-magical sundries, there's also a scroll case.
We lost them.
Here I
We
am.
lost you.
What?
Something
I'm right
about
here.
sundry.
I'm right
Something
here.
about
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that was. I think it was when people logged into session for Age of Ashes. All of that stuff there that I put in general for miscellaneous stuff. And there's also a scroll case.
Anything in the scroll case?
Indeed, there are maps in the scroll case.
Oh, maps. Maps of this area?
Maps of this area in the scroll case. They
Wait.
it becomes pretty clear that the body that has been lodged in was some kind of explorer that had made his way here and at some point fell in the Skunk River and drowned. But fortunately, the scroll case is watertight, and
Okay.
the map is only partially complete, but it's complete enough that it will make exploring a couple areas in the map, basically a triangle that I'll draw really quickly before we call it a night here.
I'd like to point out that this map and this case had nothing to do with the snakes, and just this random chance that it happens to be here, this dead guy lodged in this. Okay?
Hey, we haven't found the nest yet.
Yeah.
No, that was the
Good.
nest.
Oh, that was the nest.
Yeah. Ignore the letters that I put in. I need to just quickly draw a triangle. And I needed to see exactly where.
I mean, if you feel that ranky about it, man, you can just go ahead and give me that skill, man.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maybe if you hadn't let your grip slip on that rope, maybe you would have earned this scale, man.
Wait.
I mean,
I
he
felt
did
the
say
check on you. I can't remember.
Yeah.
We both did.
But yeah,
Which is
But that was the whole
there.
idea. It was to have you. We should have had someone else grab the rope.
probably would have been a good idea.
I mean, he had the best strength.
I mean, I also could have raged, but no.
There was more than one person.
Get real mad, pull everybody out.
Mhm.
Stop drowning!
Oh, I'm surprised our barbs didn't go into rage to get this.
I wasn't really mad.
I'll draw this one in a different.
I was
Mad.
bemused and charmed by the
It kind
entire
of was.
sequence.
It was
It
pretty
was
funny.
kind of funny, yeah.
I was laughing pretty hard.
Don't die to a bush. Don't die to dangerous rivers. And from the temple.
Environment is our foil.
Usually is. So everything the light touches. No, I'm kidding. I need to get back.
It's yours, Simba.
Yeah, you guys have a much bigger kingdom. Actually, it's literally just everywhere. The maps that the explorer has, they kind of triangulate around 3 points. Obviously, at some point, he'd been to Oleg's. And what we're trying. Any of the hexes that fall in, I think the smaller green triangle, you've explored all of those, but The blue triangle, any hex that falls inside that triangle, you can explore in half the time, because a lot of it has been explored for you.
Did you move us to the other map?
Can't see
Yeah,
the other
we
map.
Oh, hold on. I forgot you exist. Here we go. Hi, guys. You exist. I like you guys. There you go. Green triangle, I think you've already explored, but anything inside the green triangle and the blue triangle.
What beautiful triangles.
Thank you.
Pretty sure we've explored like most of that.
Yeah, there's some sections over there on the west side we didn't get, so that's something.
Indeed.
I mean, we have to go through those to get where we're going anyway, though.
But we explore them in half the time, is what he said.
You
Right,
can
we don't have to
explore
stop.
half a day
We
in
don't
all
have to
day.
stop, and yeah.
Indeedy. Well, I'll give you one more square, and then we'll call it a night. Choose
Alright.
your fate.
Choose your fate.
That
Second
can
Jack's.
only mean there's not a whole lot going on in these adjacent
Yeah,
squares.
That next tile's probably empty.
Okay, if y'all could make perception, never mind. Clear's got it.
Bing.
Oh, I guess maybe not.
As you guys make your way across the river, actually, this is probably on the map. There is a statue of Erastil. Kinda just in the middle of nowhere. It's partially overgrown at its base, but it towers above the rest of the stuff around it.
And I desecrate.
As you guys get closer,
Whoa.
Senia feels safe and at peace.
What is it carved out of?
Looks like just stone.
Okay.
It's been
Aw.
neglected for a long time, clearly. There's lots of overgrowth coming up it, but it seems to remain sacred. Actually, matter of fact, as you get here, a buck makes its way out of the forest, and like it sees you guys, and then it gets a little too close to the statue, and it calms down and just kind of moves closer and starts eating grass at the base of the statue.
I'll approach the statue and kind of run my hand across it.
Okay. It feels warm to the touch.
I'll follow her lead and do the same thing, but with my stuff.
Okay, fair enough. Certainly there are lots of like
Smashes her boobs on it. What?
so there aren't a lot of the items not cursed. It's not significant in a psychic manner, but it is like it's obviously been neglected. There's lots of overgrowth. As you're running your hand on it, you go up and down like vines, and in some cases you have to move your path so you don't like run into a thorn.
I'll pray at it.
Okay. You feel as you do that, the sun kind of like shines down a little more. The buck makes its way over to the vines and starts like nudging at him, and then runs off into the woods.
I'll try and pull at the vines that the buck was nudging.
And they come off pretty easy. They're still like it would take some time. There are lots of like overgrowth and things on top of this statue.
I think perhaps I should take some time to kind of tidy it up a little bit.
Okay. So about an hour passes as Senia cleans the statue up. As that happens, everybody's weapons begin to glow. And in return for cleaning his statue, Erastil gives everybody, all slashing and piercing weapons everyone's carrying, the benefit of a keen edge spell for a week.
Does that include Minoru's teeth?
Yes.
You
Glistening
laughed, but
teeth.
it did.
And that is where we're going to call it. That was
What's keen edge?
doubles your threat range. So the 19 to 20 of a dueling sword would go to 17 to 20. Same for the great sword. The rancer would be 19 to 20. crossbow would be 17 to 20. Maybe then Arcturus can hit. Longbows would go to 19 to 20. Gladius would be 17 to 20. Minoru's bite is 19 to 20. For the next 7 days.
We can crit more,
Indeed.
hopefully.
Maybe there's a bandit lord you could go fight with this, and it would make it much easier. But thank you guys for watching.
If only we had explored all the hexes before going down.
If only you'd done the open world part in order. Actually, I think I will probably, between here and next time, take this map and put it somewhere else and make a big overworld map in case you guys want to go a little farther. But thank you all for watching. Thank you for support on Patreon. Be sure to like and subscribe for more of the stuff that kings are makered of. And we'll see you next time. Say bye, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.